Checking the stuff and we're checking the things and we'll be right with you.
Are we live now? We're live. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. This is our super special tabletop day stream where I can't speak. We are doing an ongoing one-shot campaign. By ongoing, I mean that it is a cross-platform, cross-stream. We're crossing the streams this evening. Campaign. We started off with Saving Throw Show. Then we transitioned over to Late Night Tabletop. Now it is us to go on. This is the Relics of Nova Vita. And as soon as we're done, then Exploding Dice is going to bring it in with the anchor position. But first, who are we? We're Twist Gaming. I am your Dungeon Master for this evening, and I'm Matt. And I am joined here with...
Nicole.
And who are you playing as?
Marcana.
And you are a...
I am a bard. It is chaotic neutral.
A human bard.
Human bard.
And then we have...
I am Anne. I am playing Babiana tonight. And I am going to be a half-elf druid.
Lovely.
And I am Garrett, the human fighter. My name is Aaron. I forgot that part. Just switch it around.
Hi, Aaron. And finally, we have our mystery man here.
Mystery man. I'm Fabio, the glasses-wearing guy over here with the hood. I'm playing Heiko, a wood elf, chaotic good ranger.
Fantastic. So, we join our party of adventurers after they were all hanging out in their local tavern, enjoying a little bit of the drink, if you will, some more than others, when a older gentleman in scholarly clothes happens upon all of you and asks you all to help him find what he can only describe as a relic of immense and mysterious power. Being the lovely adventurers that you all are, you offer to help free of charge, right?
No.
Not necessarily.
For a small fee. And they are currently en route in a forest going to find a dilapidated temple, is the only way that he can describe it. So, cue to forest scene. You are all surrounded by lush vegetation. It's absolutely gorgeous around. Shade from the trees feels nice on your skin.
I feel right at home.
There you go, the druid's happy. You hear birds chirping. It's very beautiful. And you are joined with, the name of the character is Roland Ice. So that is going to be the man who is accompanying you this evening. He is a bit on the portly side, a bit on the older side, and highly intelligent, but not really one for the physical activities.
Okay.
So, you may begin.
How far away is the temple, old man?
We should be there relatively shortly. It's just a bit of a walk. I'm not that fast, I do apologize. Probably about a few miles down the road.
Oh, don't worry, because I've spent so much time in the wilderness that this is easy.
You know you don't go outside, right?
You are a bit on the pale side.
Never you mind about that.
So how did you all come together as adventurers here?
Well, every once in a while I come out of the forest to reconvene with humanity, and I had happened upon this tavern where I heard the most beautiful voice telling these amazing stories about adventure and fun, and that's how I met Marcana.
And in our very first adventure, I saved her life.
I mean, I wouldn't really go that far, Marcana. It was
I think you opened the door for her.
I mean, yeah, but you could have really gotten hurt.
I could have really gotten hurt. It's a good thing I had you there with me.
You're welcome.
That is truly delightful how you two find ladies met. But gentlemen, you are both a bit on the quiet. Well, you in particular. What was your name again? Was it Heiko?
That's Heiko. Heiko, like a haiku.
Oh yes, I'm
Yes.
quite familiar with those. Do you know any haikus?
Actually, I don't, but I've heard of them.
Oh, wonderful.
So I'm going to need you all to do a perception check roll.
6.
Lovely.
Am I adding to my perception? My perception score? That would be helpful.
That'd be a 10.
Okay.
19.
I rolled really well.
And Heiko.
18.
18. Okay. So, Marcana, you are a little too self-absorbed in the story to notice anything in particular happening. However, the 10, that was you, correct, Gareth?
Yes.
You notice a figure in the distance, kind of hurriedly moving along. Looking a little bit closer, though, we have Bibiana and Heiko, who notice that it's an older gentleman, but moving rather fast for his age, and a little frantic even.
Threatening frantic or like scared frantic?
Scared frantic.
Okay.
And he keeps glancing down at this metallic device that he has in his hand, but it looks like it's connected to his body with a loop or a chain.
Okay.
Roland does not notice this, as he is too busy paying attention to all of you, and he can't really be bothered.
Do you see that? Do you see the guy?
I do indeed.
What is that in his hands?
I can't make it out.
You guys see the guy over there with the thing in his
Oh, I
hands?
knew
He
it.
looks
I
freaked
had a feeling.
out.
I had a feeling someone was here.
He certainly seems frightened. I think we should go help him.
What gentleman are you all talking about?
Listen here, Tubby. We're going down.
Point.
Oh, very to the point.
That was
this
not
man.
very, I think you
I
just
calls
need
him like
to,
I sees him.
I think you need to just a little bit more at peace. It's too aggressive.
It's the truth.
It's too aggressive.
You're very nice.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm not used to this kind
You're
of kindness.
beautiful the way you are.
Thank you.
So what are you all doing? Are you pursuing this gentleman, or are you keeping your current pace?
Is he? I thought he was running toward us. Is he running towards?
No, he's running in the distance, kind of parallel to you, towards the same direction that you're going.
Sir, you look scared. Can I help? Are you okay?
He does not even take a glance back at you. He just keeps moving until he kind of disappears a little bit further into the distance.
How quickly is he moving?
At what would be considered a fast running pace for a human, but surprisingly fast, that is, because of his advanced age that you've noticed.
So I have a spell called Long Strider, which would give somebody speed of plus 10 feet per whatever time interval. So could somebody catch up to him with that bonus?
I'm the fastest one among us.
My speed's only 30. What's yours?
35.
Ooh.
So would a 45 catch him, do we think?
You can certainly try.
Oh jeez. Okay, so Haiku, let me come here. Let me.
Haiku?
Yeah.
Haiku.
Who
Who is Haiku?
Haiku, what is it?
Heiko.
Haiku.
Go.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Haiku, swiftly, go! Chase him!
I go dashing off.
You know, if
Dashingly.
you, if you
Dashingly.
perform that on me, I could totally have gotten there a little faster.
I know, but
I'm
I
already
didn't
gone.
want to ruin your hair.
So
You look so lovely.
Heiko is in hot pursuit. He seems to be gaining a little bit, but he is still very far out of reach. He disappears through a very thick brush that's in front of him. Do you keep pursuit towards that brush?
Yes, why not?
Okay. As soon as you get to this brush, you notice a ray of light coming through it, and you slowly peer through it and notice a large open clearing in front of you, roughly about 100 yards in diameter, like a circular clearing. And at the very center of the clearing is a run-down old temple.
Well, I'll be damned. Do I see the running man?
You do not see the running man anymore. Although you feel like you should see him because it is a wide open clearing and he wasn't moving quite that fast.
Strange. I guess, are the others within sight?
They're within sight of you, but they're a good 30 seconds of running away.
I motioned them to come over.
You all are in hot pursuit with Roland a little further behind. He's a little bit flushed, sweating at this point profusely.
Come on, Roland, you gotta spend more time outdoors like I do.
Roland's that big? Could I carry Roland?
You could carry him piggyback style if you want to. So after you all catch up, as Roland is huffing and puffing his way closer, you all see this clearing through the brush, and it's just a big open clearing with an old temple in the middle. And as he approaches, Roland goes,
Ah, yes, that is the temple that we're looking for. At least it looks that way compared to what I've read about it. Yes.
Oh, you've read about it. So
I've read about many of things, young
so
sir.
you haven't been here.
Oh no, I haven't. This is the first time I've left my order in probably like
Well, how
10
are
years.
you supposed to help us here then?
Oh, I showed you the way, didn't I? I know many things.
Exactly where the quartermaster is.
Heiko, did you see him where the man went?
He disappeared
He disappeared.
into thin air.
I cast Detect Magic.
you cast Detect Magic, and there is a rippling orb that you see around the clearing itself, starting almost exactly where the glade is, where you can push through.
Do I know what kind of a spell this is?
You do not. This is something completely foreign to you.
Guys, there's some sort of magical energy around here that's just, let's keep our eyes open that not everything may be as it seems. You really just need to feel.
Well, so
With your heart.
Roland, what do we need to know about this temple? From your books, what can you tell us?
Well, it's very old. It is said
Yes,
that
I can see that.
there is a mysterious power that lays within, and quite frankly, everyone that has journeyed to come to this temple hasn't returned.
What?
I thought I told you that.
It's okay. The reason that he chose us, of all people, to go on this adventure is because he's heard of the Great Marcana, and he knows that we can handle it.
No. He only knows that you'd come for 5 gold.
I thought it was full.
I thought it was
That
10.
sounds more likely.
It's okay. Death is a natural part of life.
Oh,
And
shut
I'm-
up. Why do we bring the druid along?
Okay, I will not be dying. You can die all you want. I mean, I did save your
think
life
we were in
before,
the
so I know that you're on borrowed
Yes,
time
yeah.
as it is.
I
But
think so too. Note to self: drink less when accepting quests.
Drink more while you're on them.
Do you have any spare ale, good sir?
You know, I don't think that the alcohol would be very good for your blood pressure. You may want to abstain.
You sound like my mother.
I'm just
how
looking
long
out
has it
for
been
you.
since she's passed on?
Oh no, I take care of her on a regular basis.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
She's a ripe young age of 103.
Ah, so where do we go from here? We're supposed to be looking for this relic, and
I suppose I'll investigate
So are you going through the glade itself, or into the clearing?
into the clearing, and I'll roll a stealth check as I do.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna go by yourself?
Of course, I'm a ranger.
Well, I'm glad you
I
said
don't
something,
need
because
you.
otherwise I would have just walked in.
So what did you roll for your stealth check?
I rolled a 14.
A 14. So Heiko super stealthily tiptoes through the clearing as he parts the bushes and proceeds through. Once he is a few steps away from the edge of the forest, he vanishes from sight.
I immediately follow.
Okay, so Gareth begins walking, and the same thing happens. Once he is a few steps away, he vanishes from sight from the two of you and Roland. Heiko, you, as soon as you walk into the clearing, you notice an immediate change in what you see. The temple is no longer run down. It is quite nice looking, actually. It's pristine. It looks like it's been freshly cleaned. However, it's oddly quiet. You notice all of the birds have stopped chirping. And you hear almost a a crackling, roaring sound behind you, as if a freshly lit fireplace was there.
What do I see behind me?
You turn around and you see a village in ruin. Where the forest once stood, it is now a plain. And there is a nice, quaint village there. A good majority of the houses look like they've been ransacked. And what looks like all the townsfolk are strewn about the town, dead.
Quaint. Do I see this guy?
You see him emerge from nothingness on the edge of the village. And you two are now standing there together observing this oddity.
They dead?
I haven't checked the corpses yet, but it appears so.
Like a long time?
So you could roll a health check if you would like to walk closer to investigate the corpses as well.
I will. You mean medicine check?
Yeah.
Alright.
Marcana,
1 second. As you walk closer to the corpses, you then proceed to see
21.
the surrounding area dissolve and the forest reappear as you walk back towards the direction that you came. And Marcana and whatever your name was, Bibiana, see Heiko reemerge in front of them.
Where'd you go?
I don't know, but it was quite strange. I'm pretty sure there weren't any hallucinogenic plants nearby.
I would have
where were
noticed
you?
them.
Where were you, good sir?
It appears to be some kind of other place.
Where's Gareth? He still isn't back.
He's
Is
in
he
the-
still there?
He's still in the other place.
Should we go and get him? He
I
must
can
be very
no,
scared.
Yeah, we should totally. I can go rescue him. Don't worry about this. I got it.
Oh, Marcana, you're so brave.
I just leave, come back.
So Gareth sees Heiko reemerging back into this weird area that is unlike what they saw before. And how about you two?
I hesitantly inch closer, see if I can peek into wherever they're going without actually going through.
You notice her, this is towards Bibiana, you notice Marcana slowly start tiptoeing towards the edge, and all of a sudden the tip of her foot disappears. And then she slowly leans forward, and you see the front half of her face disappear.
I very stealthily push her forward.
So, Marcana, you tumble into the other place, as we're going to refer to it now.
I meant to do that.
And Bibiana, the only thing you hear behind you is Roland go, "Oh, this is quite strange."
Come on, Roland. We need to go with the rest of our party. I'll hold your hands.
Oh, you're too kind.
So Roland grabs your hand, and you two embark into the other place, and through the clearing.
His hand.
So now all of you are on the other side. You two now see this interesting scene, to say the least, of the now pristine temple, and notice also that everything is significantly quieter than it was before. The only thing you hear is the sound of the crackling fire, and then a huffing and puffing coming from your portly companion.
I will take a section of rope,
Mhm.
cut off 10 feet, go through the portal and find a tree.
Okay.
Heiko, what are you doing?
He has gone back through the portal, so you do
Oh,
not see
that's
him.
I will tie one end to a tree and then move back through the portal with the rope.
As you go through the portal, you notice that the back end of your rope has gone completely slack. And it falls to the floor as if it was just severed clean by a razor blade.
Well, that didn't work.
Well,
Anyone else got any ideas?
Yeah, let's go
are there some
back.
rocks
Oh,
or something?
Bibiana, that's
I grabbed the fat man. Fat man, how are we supposed to be paid if we can't get back?
There is only one way back, and that is forward.
There's stuff on
You
the-
seem awfully confident for someone who's never been here before.
I'm quite terrified. I was hoping that you would be more stoic.
Do we see all the dead bodies now?
Yes, you notice, if you look behind you, that there is a bunch of dead villagers behind you, all lying motionless on the ground. So if you want, you can roll a health check to see if you can determine what's going on.
How do I roll?
I'm sorry, medicine check.
Oh, I can do that.
Are there rocks, etc. on the
7.
ground?
8.
Nothing out of the usual, just your standard run-of-the-mill rocks.
Right, but if they're there, I'd like
Oh,
to
yes, like pebbles and such.
create some little type of pile or cairn so that we can mark where we've come through here.
Okay. So after a few minutes of rearranging these
While they're
rocks,
looking at the bodies that I'm no longer interested in.
Gareth is making a little pyramid for everyone. And what was your health check again? I'm sorry.
18.
18.
How old was yours, Heiko?
7.
Oh, just asking.
Ah, yes. So Bibiana turns to you, Heiko, and goes, well, you see what's truly happening. All of the bodies are dead. They're clearly dead. You see the carrion...
That's what I get with an 18.
Not done yet. You see the carrion birds flying overhead now. You also notice that their heads look particularly sunken in, and there is a very blank area where their eyes were, almost as if they have been pushed into their skulls.
Oh my god. Do I know what could have caused this?
You can roll a knowledge arcana check.
Oh, no, I can't. And I probably should. 10. No, 16. That's a 7.
16.
Yeah.
You have heard stories of a being that is capable of consuming brains. You vaguely remember the name of it, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Guys, I'm really concerned. These bodies here, they look like their minds have been eaten from their bodies. I've heard stories, legends of the beasts that are able to suck brains out of heads like soup. These are not natural beings.
What do these creatures look like? Are they humanoid?
That's a Cthulhu.
Cthulhu?
Huh?
Do they stand on 2 feet, have 2 arms?
They do.
They look like octopuses.
I'm gonna activate my primal awareness and try and sense any humanoid creatures.
What's the range on that?
That's a good question. It is
I'm so happy you put this in.
Put what in?
Nothing.
5 miles.
Oh, okay. Wowzers.
Rangers, yeah.
So you notice immediately that there are 5 humanoid creatures standing right where you are. You also notice that in the temple, you see a couple of splotchy blobs. There are 2, 3, 4 humanoid creatures standing within the temple, but one of them you notice kind of keeps disappearing and reappearing.
Not good. I sense 4 other beings nearby that aren't us.
Well, then they're probably the answer to what's going on here.
Yes.
I'm sorry, 5.
5?
Yes.
Well, 5. But
One is
one of
outside.
them apparently keeps disappearing.
One of them is outside of the temple.
Disappearing?
Like they're another portal?
Don't know what's going on.
Oh.
We'd have to investigate more closely.
Do we want to get closer to the building? I can use the power that nature has given me to mask our appearance in a stealth cloud.
I'm not scared of them.
Did
I'm
you
not-
say there was one outside?
Yes, there was one outside.
Let's go find that one.
Yes.
Lead the way, good sir.
I am going to do a survival check to track. See if I can hone in.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Just because I
I
want.
rolled a 1.
You question whether or not you noticed that there was anyone there in the first place.
Maybe that was the disappearing one. I don't know. I'm a little confused.
26.
Oh, that's a little bit better.
What is? What is your number again?
Goddamn druids.
So upon further inspection, you notice a creature, looks to be humanoid, possibly trying to hide on the side of the temple.
Hide like from us? Like I noticed that he.
Yes.
Okay.
The temple is 100 feet away from you at the moment, so just putting that out there as well.
I roll my stealth check.
Do y'all point this out to everybody?
If you guys look very
29 on
carefully,
stealth
I think
rolled
we've been
20.
spotted.
He's obviously frightened. I must go help him.
I don't think.
I'm going to
I
walk
don't.
over.
Where? Where are you going?
You know what?
He is scared and he needs our protection.
I'm not scared of this guy, but I'll let Garrett. Garrett's okay.
I stay hidden and draw my longbow.
He's got it. Don't worry about it.
I go with Roland and
Say, Roland, maybe, let's just you and I.
Ooh, that was not so good.
You be take a nap.
My stealth is a 6. I'm not very
Oh,
stealthy.
so where are you going? So everyone knows.
For what did you roll for? Her stealth is a 24 because apparently she's brought her Pathfinder character with her.
No, that's a bard. Just the bard's good at everything.
No, my plus is 4. I just rolled a natural 20.
Oh. Okay, so where were you going again, Viviana?
Apparently,
Were
I'm
you
going
following Gareth?
nowhere. I was trying to.
Okay, so Gareth isn't being particularly stealthy either. So as you are approaching, I need you to roll a perception check.
Where are my good
I'm going to
rolls
follow
go?
them, but clearly behind them.
4,
9.
9. Did you roll?
Perception.
Not 35 anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
9.
It's a 5.
And
no, your perception's a 6.
It's performance.
Oh,
Tycho, where are you in all of this? Are you in tow of them, or?
I'm staying at least 100 feet back from this
Okay.
creature.
So as you approach, you all do not notice anything.
Come here, little guy. Nothing to be afraid of.
When you get a little closer, someone starts to slowly peek their head out from behind a statue in front of the temple, and then immediately duck behind it again, and you begin to hear sobbing as you get closer.
It's alright, we're friends. Come on out.
Come. Are you okay? There's nothing to worry about. Come here. I'll keep you safe and hold you.
So out from behind the statue, again, you see the head poke out, and now it is evident that it is a young child, a boy of about 7 years old, and his eyes are bright red. He has been bawling for a while now, and he looks a little worse for the wear. His clothes are singed, bits of his hair are burned as well, and he doesn't look to have any grave injuries, just your run-of-the-mill bumps and bruises on him as well.
Come here, little child. Come here. Let me hold you. Are you okay? Are you safe? I cast my Good Berry spell. It's a magic spell where I
Good
can...
berry?
Yeah, Good Berry. I didn't make the name.
Okay.
I can make 10 magical berries appear, and each magical berry restores a health point.
Yes, child, eat the candy from the stranger.
Disembodied voice, what do you mean by that?
Easy just donated for the kids and gave the team 1d10 inspiration, so each one gets an inspiration die. I thought it was D10.
D10 inspiration die?
Got it.
Besides Nicole, because he said that since she holds all the stuff hostage, she doesn't get it.
Oh,
And
one
then he
more.
said when she's upset, she can have it too.
She's already upset.
Have one. Yay.
Okay, so you got your inspiration die. That is a one-time use.
Yes! Thank you, and thank you for supporting the Extra Life charity. Just as a reminder, the donations for tonight do not come to us. They are going straight to the Nicholas Children's Center in Miami to help with children who are in need at the hospital, which is an excellent cause.
And Matt, I actually had 2 because I already had one. So I shouldn't have.
Oh.
You didn't catch it like
Reason
I
I
did.
play D&D.
Nice.
Sports and things.
You just rolled a 1 on your catch check?
Yes. All right.
Come, little boy. You look so hungry and so pale.
So the small child runs towards you and gives you a big hug, and he holds on to you and just goes, "Please save me."
You're safe now. You're safe here. Have some food to eat.
He goes to take the food from you and immediately starts to vomit on the side because of how nervous that he is.
That's great. Good kid. Thanks so much.
You know, see, I wouldn't have picked him up. I mean, he clearly looks distraught, so you're kind of asking. I mean, oh, I'm so sorry. Would you like me to help you on that?
No, I'm fine. Thank you so
Okay.
much. You're so helpful.
Okay.
You're so good with kids.
I know. Thank you.
Boy, what's going on here?
The bad things came. They hurt people. One of them, he kissed them all.
What? Huh?
He kissed the people. He grabbed them with his face and he kissed them, and then they fell down.
I mean, that kind of sounds like a good time to me.
How did you get here?
I ran. I was always fast, but I ran. I'm tired now, though.
I'm gonna
My
cry.
home is gone. Help me, please.
These face kissers. They're inside?
There's one face kisser. He went inside. Don't go in there.
But I must.
You know, I'm not afraid. You see this horn right here? I pulled this off a minotaur with my bare hands. I got this.
You bought it in the shop.
Well,
After you tried to steal it and got caught.
I mean, I had one.
And plus, I
that
think it's from a cow.
I had one that I pulled off a minotaur, but it was stolen by this awful thief, and so I bought a replacement to remind myself to always be brave.
The
Okay.
charlatan.
To always be something, alright.
Roland, would you stay with this young boy?
Yes, sure. The artifact is inside. You should get it.
Do you know where inside?
The inside part.
I mean, I could stay with the boy, and you could go show them where the artifact is.
We couldn't
Boy,
do this
what is
without
the name
you,
of your
Markana.
village?
You're so brave.
Stop. I mean, keep going.
You're so brave and so strong.
I think
Oh.
this boy had the right reaction.
Okay.
The boy then goes, I want to go home. And he just runs to the actual village itself. At quite an alarming speed for a young boy. You can see why he got away from the face kissers.
So he's
And
running
he
toward.
doesn't disappear?
He runs toward the village, and once he crosses the plain, where you put the cairn, he just keeps going, runs off into the distance.
Yeah, that's peculiar.
Not affected by where the.
Nope, he just keeps going.
Strange.
Wait, guys, do you think that means that portal's gone?
I don't know what that means. Not my forte.
Ah. I'm gonna walk back over there and see if I can go back the way we came.
As you walk back, you see the cairn that Gareth built. You walk just a little bit past it, and
I put my berries in my pocket since the boy didn't eat them, and he didn't puke on them. You're not even gonna say he puked on the. Just leave him alone.
just like that, you disappear again. And you, in your perception, are back in the middle of the dense forest in which you originally came from.
Okay, I go back to where they are.
You see Markana reemerge.
Alright, our emergency exit's still good, guys, but I don't know how he passed it.
This is
So how do we
really-
get in here?
You know, guys, don't forget that there was that guy on the side of the building.
This was the guy on the side of the
Oh.
deer.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a perception check to look for entrances. That's a 2 plus whatever.
There's a front door.
Okay.
7.
You notice that there is a large front door.
13.
You also notice
I
that there
need
is a
more
large
strength.
front door.
10!
Alright, I'm going
You
up to the
as
front
well
door.
notice a large front door.
Hey guys, I guess the way in is through the front door.
I mean, it's pretty large though, right?
yes.
Okay.
Strange that they only built one
Is
entrance.
the door open in or out?
The door opens outward.
I want to go stealthily. I want to sneak in.
I will
the door.
also sneak.
Well, good. You can hide behind the door as I go through it.
23.
23. So you peek your head in through the front door, opening it as quietly as possible. And you see on the inside a beautifully ordained temple, quite wealthy looking from what you see on the inside, more so than it should have been, considering the village that is next to it, how small that it appeared. Again, this temple is very quiet, and I need you to roll a perception check.
18.
Were you following in suit?
Yes.
Yes.
12.
I need your stealth check as well.
Oh.
I believe, Gareth, you said you were staying behind, right? Or waiting for them to go in first?
26.
No, 21.
I will go in last.
Suppose you. Yes, you told me that you were going to go look around. Is that
Yes.
what's going on?
Yes.
I suppose I'm not completely
Bullheaded?
bullheaded.
Okay. So the two of you, that's Bibiana and Marcana, peek your heads in, notice the interior of the temple, and with your perception, you hear nothing out of the unusual, except you notice a few shapes on the floor, a few pews in front of you in various areas. So this is a pretty traditional looking temple on the inside. It is a straight shot in front of you with two offshoots on either the left or right. There are several rows of pews, and at the very front there is an altar. And in front of the altar, you also notice two shapes that are standing up.
Creature shapes?
Humanoid shapes standing up.
So
in
how
front
many
of,
shapes total do we see?
You see 4 shapes on the floor. They look like dead bodies. And you see 2 shapes standing up by a rather ornate inlaid door at the very far end of the temple. They don't seem to be paying much attention to their surroundings.
Okay, I slowly bring my head back out
Mm-hmm.
from the door. Guys, inside of the building there are 4 dead bodies on the floor, and it looks like there are still 2 more creatures inside. And I would venture to say the reason that there are those dead bodies is because of those 2 people. Creatures, things.
Leave it to me.
I mean, I could take care of this, but if you want to go ahead, please.
Oh, really? You can? Oh, no, by all means, you go
No, you offered first. Don't worry about it. I'll get the next one.
Charlatan. I'll proceed in.
Okay. I need you to roll a stealth check.
I rolled a 1.
You open the door, and it makes a cartoonishly loud creaking sound. And as you slither in behind it, you close the door, and the knocker on the outside flails upward and then back down, causing an echoing, rattling boom on the interior of the chamber.
You guys
Do
don't
they
think
notice
anybody
I'm here?
heard that, do you?
You then notice the 2 humanoid shapes become more erect, stand up straight, and look towards the front door.
Smooth move, Haiku.
And they're not moving. They're just staring directly in your direction.
Do they see us?
We're not inside because only Heiko. I open the door and go in because he's already made all the noise in the world. It doesn't matter how loudly I'm going to open this door again. I'm not going to be able to match.
Guys, I think they know we're here.
You think?
So the 2 things are just standing there.
How far away are they?
They are about... It's a big temple, about 100 feet in front of you.
Anyone want to approach them?
Nope.
You said there are 2 sets of like alcoves.
Yes, to either the left or the right.
I will walk up as far as the first set of alcoves.
Just to note, the alcoves are about halfway between you and the humanoid creatures at the very far end of the temple.
That's fine. I just don't want to put myself in a completely precarious situation.
Okay.
So I will walk up as far as that I can monitor what's down the first set of alcoves.
As you grow closer, you hear soft chuckling coming from the creatures, as well as an odd sound resonating through the actual temple itself, or it seems to be through the actual temple itself.
Well, we've just come here to collect our staff. We'll be on our way. You would happen to know where it is, would you?
Oh, More food for the master.
Oh no, I'm not hungry.
More food for the master. He's going to be very happy. They don't move. They just stand there, and they're laughing a little more audibly now.
Are they human?
Perception check, please.
5.
25.
Oh, okay, that's a little better.
A little bit.
21.
Okay, so everyone but Marcana notices that they are pretty tall. They look almost like orcs, but they're very lithe. Lanky, skinny creatures. And they look, pretty powerful otherwise. They look dangerous. You also notice that they are wearing armor, and they have these rather large greatswords at their sides as well.
Can I hear them chuckling?
Yes, you hear them chuckling as well. The chamber echoes beautifully. Great acoustics.
I mean, I'm not nervous. We could totally take them, but I'm thinking maybe we should head back. Maybe.
Is there anything down the alcoves?
You look and you see the normal adornments, some stained glass on the actual walls, the windows, a couple of candles burning. They're near the end of their wicks. And you notice a few more bodies within both alcoves.
But no more live.
No.
Or as far as I can tell from my cursory.
Nothing
inspection.
else living.
Then I'll continue walking forward.
So as you proceed to walk forward, you see them unsheath their great swords and say, "You can either wait for the master, or you can deal with us."
Let's dance.
I like it. So when you are 10 feet away, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative. Woo.
I'm not getting that close.
Oh, I thought you were.
So well.
Where are you on the map?
So
halfway you.
So this altar is the wooden section there?
Yes, this section right here.
I'd like to stop at 20 to 25 feet. So
Okay.
just past the alcove.
Just past the alcove. So this is going to be. Let me find your characters. This is going to be you about right here. Is that about where you want it to be at? And so you see the two figures are stationed at the top by the door on either side. It is a raised dais that they are on as well. Not particularly high, only about 5 feet.
So
But everyone needs to roll for initiative. Yay!
15. Did you get 20?
I sure did. 21.
Okay.
Great.
I have advantage on the initiative roll. I do.
How'd you get that?
Rangers get that.
Yeah.
So what does advantage on the initiative roll mean?
Roll twice.
So take the better one.
Take the better one.
I also have a 15.
Oh, so Gareth, you had a 15. What did you have, Heiko?
Proficiency is plus they start, right? 17.
Oh, does he?
17.
Did he use your proficiency? Or just for you? Or in general, does it use for you?
Oh no, sorry, it's just straight up they starting. Never mind.
Okay.
Okay, so the rest of you are standing by the door, all the way back over yonder. Doors on that side there. And then we have Roland, who is still standing on the steps outside. He's very confused as to why you left him there. So first up is Bibiana. Bibiana, you are at the very far end of the temple, probably about 100 to 150 feet away.
Okay, I think that I would like to cast.
Magic missile. I had to, I'm sorry.
Not that. Oh yeah, I have 120 foot range on it. I'm gonna cast a spell called Moonbeam, which is 120 foot range.
Let me double check that range for you. Okay, yeah, you're actually significantly closer than I anticipated before. You are 75 feet away.
Oh, so Give me 2 seconds. I'm just my spell casts a light down. It is a 5-foot radius. It's 40-foot high cone. Any creature that enters it on its first turn takes 2d10 of radiant damage. If they pass their saving throw, they take half damage. So I want it to go over top of the guy on the left.
So that affects him immediately.
On the beginning of his turn.
Beginning of his turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
When a creature enters the spell's area, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that causes searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so where are you casting then? How long does it last for?
It has a duration of up to 1 minute.
Okay, so that's 10 rounds.
So it's concentration based on anything?
Yes.
6-second rounds, right? Disembodied voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as long as she maintains it, it'll last up to 10 rounds.
And you have to maintain that with your concentration.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna form this cone on top of the guy closest to us.
Well, they're both roughly equidistant to you. This one on the
I meant us,
Best cheek.
actually.
Oh, your physical people. Okay, so you are casting this moonbeam on him, and what's the saving throw for that?
What's the DC?
Say that again?
So what's the saving throw? The DC saving throw?
It's a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah, what amount?
I don't know.
Disembodied voice.
Your sheet?
No.
Can you look that up?
400.
Moonbeam?
It should be her character. It's her spell saving throw. It should be the same for all her spells.
15.
Oh, 15.
15. Okay. All right. So next up is one of these creatures that you see. Not the one that is affected by that moonbeam, so it doesn't affect him yet. But you see him turn and go to his friend and say, I got this. So he runs down these steps. Let me just double check their movement. Okay.
As soon as he gets within 10 feet of me, I get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Because of my reach and my sentinel ability, I threaten all 10 feet of that one.
Fantastic. Go ahead.
That would be a 10.
10 does not hit.
That's unfortunate.
So he is immediately going to...
Now he can continue to move if he needs to.
no, he's actually going to stop there. I'm sorry, no, he's going to move directly in front. No, yeah, directly in front of you. And he is going to attack you with his greatsword. So what is your AC?
17.
17. That is a 17, so you defense wins on ties, so that does not hit you.
Clank.
And that attack misses as well.
Okay.
Next up is Marcana. I'm sorry, no, Heiko is next. Heiko.
Are these creatures fiends?
Are they fiends? No.
Alright, in that case, they're not greater favored enemies, they're just favored enemies. I'm going to take a full attack action to attack twice.
Okay. And which one are you attacking?
The one that's not engaged in melee.
Gotcha. Okay, so he is about 75, 80 feet away from you.
Yep, that's within my 150 range.
19?
19, yeah. Plus proficiency. Oh, does a 29 hit?
29 does hit.
And damage is 8 plus my favorite enemy bonus, so 12
Okay.
on the first. Does 22 hit?
22 hits as well.
That's 5 damage.
Okay. So you see both of your arrows pierce into him in various areas, but he does look like he got injured, but not gravely. 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 So after that, it is now Marcana's turn. Marcana.
I'm going to stay where I am and use my bardic inspiration to cheer on Gareth, who I totally believe can take this.
That's all you're giving him? Bardic inspiration is? Come on. Show your stuff.
Gareth, you got this. You're kind of a big deal. You can totally fight them. Don't worry about it.
Kind of a big deal.
That's about what I expected for
So you now have a Bardic Inspiration die. That is a d6 that you can use after die are rolled, but before you figure out if it hits or not. Or
Okay.
damage, you can use it for damage as well. Alright, so Marcana, that was a free action that you get a bonus action. So you still have the rest of your action.
Oh, okay. In that case, I am going to. Am I close enough to use my crossbow?
What is the range on your crossbow?
Crossbow. Don't. No. I don't have the range here.
Disembodied voice, do you know the range of a crossbow?
Yeah.
She's the first. Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay, so go ahead and roll for that.
It'll be fine. It'll be
Is it a
fine.
light crossbow or a heavy?
Light.
A light crossbow, 80 feet.
That's just on your very edge of your range, but it is within range.
Noted. So, a 1.
It's a 1. Okay, you go to shoot. I'm sorry, which one were you aiming at?
I was aiming at the one on the left by Gareth.
The one.
The one closest to us now.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one.
sorry.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage.
How do I roll damage? D20?
No,
No, D8, sorry.
Yeah, D8 plus 4, I believe, for you.
Yeah. 8.
That is
Total.
8 total. You take aim and set up your shot, and exhale to get your aim steady. And you release your arrow, and you see it playing off of the back of Gareth's head armor. Gareth, you take 8 points of damage.
He's going to murder you.
Yeah, that's not
I
even-
meant to do that. I'm just trying to
not
keep him on
even
his toes.
She rolled a natural.
You don't add dexterity to bows and crossbows, right? And damage.
What was that?
You don't add dexterity to bows and crossbows, right?
No, I don't believe so.
For damage.
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
With that. So Gareth, it's now your turn. Your head's throbbing a little bit.
Well, I am just going to attack the one that's in front of me.
It's probably a wise decision.
I would use both my attacks. So the first one, does it automatically crit, or do I have to roll
You have to
something
confirm.
to confirm it?
I
Okay.
believe, right?
No, you automatically.
Oh, it auto crits now?
Okay, so if it's not a natural 20, but it is a crit for me, do I still have to make sure that it hits?
No, it's still crit.
Because it's still a crit.
range.
It's
Still a
extended
crit.
crit range, yeah.
Okay, so my first attack is a crit. So that means it does double damage. So I roll twice, or
Yes.
I roll once and add it.
Roll twice, I believe.
So that's 12 plus my strength modifier, strength twice.
I believe you get your modifier twice, too.
So that'd be 22 damage on
In
the first
total?
attack.
Oh, Jesus.
Yay!
Okay.
That would be a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
And then, as my bonus action, I am going to use the butt end of my polearm to make a third attack.
You're going to use your butt.
You don't. You only double the dice, not the modifier.
Oh, you don't double the
So
modifier?
that's 17. That's
17? Okay.
What about an 18?
An 18 does hit.
For 9 damage.
For 9 additional damage. Okay. So the creature in front of you looks a little worse for the wear, but still pretty sturdy on his feet. The one in the corner, it is now their turn, and they are having the light of the moon shone upon them, I guess. So remind me again, what is the saving throw for that?
So the saving throw is a 15.
And it's which con?
Constitution.
Every time I say saving throw, I'm waiting for you to say show.
They passed.
So they take half damage of 2d10.
Okay.
So we're gonna just use this one because I got it.
That's a 10 and a 3.
So 13
Ooh. Okay.
half.
Half of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's usually
The
rounded down, I believe, right?
I feel like you should round it up. Just how I feel. House rules.
All right. So he is going to move, jump down the stairs and approach Gareth as well.
Okay, when he gets within 10 feet, he needs to stop because
Okay.
I'll get an attack of opportunity.
Go for it.
Say 23 hit.
23 does hit.
He's going to take 12 damage,
Okay.
and he may not move for the rest of the round.
Ooh. So he stops right there and looks a bit distraught and a little shaken at you. So, would like to point out right now, so that's the end of the first round. We did get a donation for everyone to get 2 rerolls.
Yay! Don't you wish you had had that like 5 minutes ago, though?
Before she shot me in the back of the head.
I meant to do that. I'm trying to keep you on your toes. Is that courtesy of anyone?
That was my Anto, so thank you, my Anto.
Thank you, my Antos.
All right, so going back around, Viviana, it is your turn again.
Okay, so with my Moonbeam spell, this kind of reminds me of the Fireball spell. I can
Flames here.
move it. I just want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. On each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam 60 feet in any direction.
Okay.
So I'm going to move my Moonbeam from the spot that it was at over top of the baddie that is, again, closest to us. So not the same guy I hit, the other one.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that would also hit Gareth.
It has a radius
But it's a beam?
of 5 feet.
Where does it originate from?
The sky. It's a moonbeam. It originates from the moon.
Okay.
It goes down.
And so you're angling it directly on top of that,
Yeah.
that gentleman.
Yes.
So that is a 5-foot square.
Yeah.
So
It
a
just fills up the
5-foot
square.
radius would extend beyond
that's
that
a-
by
that's
2.5
diameter.
feet.
Okay, so we're
so
gonna
it
do
would
it.
hit Gareth.
Listen.
But it's a moonbeam.
But it's a moonbeam.
Thank you, Professor.
I feel like you're not understanding.
So you've cast the moonbeam.
Wait! I want to cast it so it's like, you know.
It's too far over, so that it just doesn't hit Gareth.
That's no fun.
I don't.
Okay, you're gonna do that.
Okay, you're gonna use logic.
So
Darn.
your moonbeam is now directly over that one creature that you see there.
Can I put it at the corner of those 2 squares and hit both of them at the same time?
Sure, why not?
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. All the logic.
Now remember, this is like chess. Once you say where you're putting it, that's it.
Yeah, that's
Like
where
all the things in life.
That's
where you're putting it.
So are you taking your finger off the piece now?
Yes, I'm taking my hand off the piece now.
Okay. So it is that character's turn, so they are going to make a roll. And they do not pass.
That sucks. Because I rolled a 16.
So they take
Oh, no, just kidding. That's a 13.
they take 13 damage?
Yeah.
Okay. So the
Not
one that
that
just
bad.
took the damage is very confused how there's moonlight shining in through the temple and why it's hurting them as well. They then cough and sputter a bit and in a panicked voice go, we need to get the master food. And then is going to full attack on Gareth. So does a...
17 is the number?
So that does not hit. That does not hit. Not done yet.
Wait,
That one does hit.
can I? Oh, I said wait.
No, you could
I want
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Hey you!
What?
Knock it off, you creepy ass piece of poo! And you're ugly!
Lovely. He turns and looks at you and goes, Master needs food.
Ah! Eat this punk!
So go ahead and roll your d6.
5.
The attack no longer hits.
You're welcome. I mean, I'm not saying it's because of me, but you're welcome.
It's the least she could do for shooting me in the head.
Told you, just keep up the pace. Getting distracted.
Does a
Got this.
21 hit? Yes, it does. Okay. You receive 20 slashing damage.
20.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Hold on. Not done yet, apparently. Plus, you feel the physical pain of the blade as well as it rakes across your armor, but you begin to feel a throbbing in your head as well, as if something's clawing around inside. You then also take an additional 13 points of psychic damage.
Oh.
Are you dead?
No. Not yet.
And right as he finishes attacking you, he says, "Please, Master needs food." And after that, it is now Heiko's turn.
Can I use a bonus action to try and identify what these things are using insight?
Sure. Is there? I'm assuming that's a roll for that.
Yep.
or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Skill check.
Plus proficiency. That's a 17 identify?
So a 17. These creatures look oddly familiar to you, but they look like a very primitive version of a creature that you know of as a Gith. More specifically, a Githyanki, but they look off. They look like a distant relative to you.
What else do I know about these Gith?
Knowledge.
Same check.
Same check? Okay. What else do you know? You know that they overthrew their masters long ago, and almost to the point of extinction, their masters that is, and won their freedom in that way. They're named the Gith after a ancient hero that led the uprising against their masters, named Gith.
What do they eat?
Normal people food.
Normal people?
Normal people food. Nothing out of the ordinary. You know that they used to be subjugated by a much more foul being. But other than that, they were slaves at the time, merely doing their bidding because they were dominated by them.
Do these creatures look like they have any chains or anything on them?
They do not have any physical chains on them.
I'm developing a theory here. Alright, I'll commence with the shooting. The furthest one, the one that was stopped in place,
Yes.
he's already injured, right? He's got a couple of arrows in him.
Yes, he has a few arrows in
And
him.
a nice glaive slash in him. Great. Does 24 hit?
A 24 does hit.
And second attack, 26.
That hits as well.
Um, 6 plus 1, so 7 for the first attack.
Okay.
12 plus. So
You-
19 for the second attack.
19 for the second attack. As your first arrow hits him, you notice that he loses his balance a little bit and begins to falter. When the second arrow strikes him squarely in the center of the chest, you see his eyes grow wide and final breath escape. And what it sounds like, and he falls on the floor with his weapon going sprawling in the distance.
Does he appear to be dead?
He is very dead.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yes. Oh, man.
Excellent.
All right, so Marcana, this is your turn.
I'm going to stay where I am, not get any closer, and use my crossbow. Hopefully this time aiming a little bit more.
Okay.
17.
17. You take up your aim on your crossbow. Do the same ritual as last time.
Can I?
Look down the sight. You exhale. The arrow flies true, and a resounding thud happens as it once again hits the back of Gareth's head. Please roll damage.
2.
So it is an additional 6 points of damage for you, Gareth.
How did you hit him twice?
I'm in the flipping way.
Oh.
If you had 2 brain cells in that hollow nugget of yours, you'd understand how things fly.
I just don't want to get any closer. I mean, come
Well
on,
then,
Gareth.
shut up and sit down.
Come on, Gareth, you can do it! Yay!
Gareth, it's your turn.
Does that count as bardic inspiration?
No. I mean, if you wanted to, you could.
I intended it to.
Okay, so... Well, no, I'm sorry. You did not use your...
I've not had...
So no,
I
you
can't double.
cannot double it up.
And he has another 10. Everyone has.
A D10 inspiration die as well. You can't use them at the same time.
Oh.
Okay.
Then I'm going to... Oh, and that's when you roll. Never mind.
Go for it.
So, 14?
14 does not hit.
That doesn't. 16?
16 does not hit.
Remember, everyone has 2 rerolls.
Would you like to re-roll one of those? I'm gonna save my re-rolls for the big boss.
Thank you, disembodied voice.
Just employed. Get
Yeah,
off. You're fired.
I probably should have said I was using some type of inspiration in between there before I went and rolled all of them out to see.
Yeah, you can't technically re-roll once.
After I've already rolled another roll.
Once it's been confirmed if it's a hit or a miss. You can't re-roll that. Correct? Disembodied voice? Yeah. So it's after you roll, but before confirmation happens. So unfortunately, all of your
So then that's
attacks... Yep, all of your attacks
Yeah.
miss. So...
There you go, Gareth. I mean, you'll get it next time.
So the warrior, what Heiko knows is a Gith warrior. It is their turn. As they begin to go, they realize they're in a moonbeam.
Yay, moonbeams!
Oh, they're okay. Roll the damage, please.
What did you roll? 7. Ugh.
Okay. So before anything, the creature in front of you goes, You killed Sue, pointing back at Heiko. Master needs food! And he gets like an enraged look in his eyes almost, and begins to attack Gareth again.
Wait.
Okay.
Hey, I told you to knock it off. You are creepy as hell, and you ain't eating no more brains in here. 4.
He looks back at you and goes, I don't eat brains. Master needs food.
No more brains!
So you see his first attack go flailing wildly to the side as you scream no more brains at him. Ooh. Okay. 1 second here as I roll for the damage. You take 13 points of slashing damage. And you feel yet another attack on your mind as soon as the sword scrapes across your armor. And you take an additional 14 points of psychic damage.
Are you dead now?
Nope.
He then attacks again, and you feel the blade.
Third attack.
Yeah. You feel
Now I'm dead.
the blade rake across your body, and you receive 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And your head begins to ache as you take an additional 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay, so he's super dead right now.
I'm actually dead.
No, you have to take the hits now, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna start doing
Can
saving
I-
throws.
Go below my constitution
you can
score?
go-
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
D&D, it's just you go to your 0, and then you start doing saving throws on your turn to recover.
Okay, so I stop at 0.
Yeah.
So then I don't take any psychic damage, thank you very much.
And
Any
he
sort of
celebratory.
concentration spells?
He celebratorily yells out, "Food for master!" And then it is going to be Bibiana's turn again.
I'm gonna keep my moonbeam there because he hasn't moved. You're down on the
You can't
ground.
do anything else then,
Why?
because your moonbeam requires concentration. You have to focus on keeping the spell there. That's your action. That's what you're doing.
I think how the warrior ran in and is in the middle of things. Everyone's like, I'm just going to stand by the door here.
I'm gonna shoot him.
At this point in time, you also notice the door behind you peek open a little bit, and Roland sticks his head in to see what's going on.
Hey, Roland, you want to help out over here?
I've been more help than you.
So, Bibiana, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep the concentration on my moonbeam.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything at all. Like, you might be able to move or something, but I know you can't do a whole lot.
Heiko, it is your turn.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Now that he's down on the ground and out, he is no longer an obstacle, correct?
Absolutely.
Give me a pen for that.
He's a big guy, but he's not that big.
I am going to open up on the last Gith.
Okay.
No more line of sight issues.
How messed up is he looking?
He doesn't look particularly well.
Maybe I can do this. Does a 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Can I roll the one of the inspiration dice or no?
If you didn't ask me first.
I will use one of my inspirations.
You use one of your rerolls.
You can,
I can use a reroll, right?
Yeah, you have 2 rerolls.
I will reroll.
okay.
24.
24 does hit.
Alright. 22.
22 damage? Or
No,
22?
to hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that hits as well.
Okay, so now I roll damage. 8 plus. So 16 for the first shot. And 10 for the second shot.
As your first shot hits the creature, it pierces right through the side of his neck. You see blood spray out the side as he twists around and falls to the ground. And you hear him say, "I'm free." And a final breath releases from him, and he lies dead on the ground.
You guys, we're back in time. We've gone back in time. Holy sh... We've gone back in time, everyone.
What?
We've gone back in time. This is the past.
This is the past.
Yes.
How do you know that?
How do you know
I
that's
know
past?
these creatures. They're called Gith. Except they were once enslaved, and did you hear him? He said, "I'm free." These creatures are psychologically being dominated.
This is awful. I want to make a note appendix.
Okay.
Mostly, I want to call it Aaron for being wrong.
Also, after I calm down, I will run over and try and get this guy back on his feet.
How does that work out of combat, disembodied voice?
Successful checks.
Auto success? Okay. So you kind of get back up to your feet shakily, and you have 1 health point.
I will cast Cure Wounds at a second level.
If I do have a spell of concentration, I can attack.
No, okay. How does concentration get broken?
Concentration is broken by either casting another spell that requires concentration, taking damage, or being incapacitated or killed.
Gotcha.
You heal for 19 hit points.
You hear the door swing open violently, and Roland kind of falls into the chamber and goes,
"Oh, that was a very good show. It was quite entertaining.
You have 19 health points?
You in particularly, Marcana, you're funny, you."
Roland, you have some explaining to do.
I want to run up to Gareth and give him some berries.
What kind of berry?
Vomit berries!
Yes, they're good for you. Eat them from the
Oh yeah,
strange
no, I
lady.
saw that the kid didn't throw up on them. They're good.
Yeah, I give you I give you 5 of my 10 berries.
5 berries.
Yes.
They do 1 health.
How's your health?
Yes.
Eat them all up now, lads.
berries do you have?
10.
Like still 10 or?
No, now I have 5.
Okay.
Would you guys like to rest before we?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely, I'm quite tired. That trek through the forest has really put an aching on my feet.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Roland, why are we looking for this temple, and why are we back in the past?
Well, you know, this artifact, it's very powerful.
Somebody hit this guy.
No.
He's not working.
To be completely frank with you, the Order has never received confirmation of the true power of the staff, the relic.
What is it rumored to do?
Well, no one quite knows because no one's come back.
Oh,
Can't believe I signed up.
There were stories about it though from long ago.
Stories.
long ago is in the future now, cause we're in the past.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. Oh, look, a GIF!
Yes.
Roland
of the ancient
waddles,
variety.
waddles over.
Ooh, these are old.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of the enslaved variety too, apparently.
Ooh, how do you know that?
They said so when they died. This one said, "I'm free."
Oh.
Apparently, I liberated him with my arrows.
Oh no. Alright.
As I
Were you
update my
gonna
kill
do-
list.
Yeah. I.
Roland, in all your book learning there, did you learn anything about bandages or anything like that?
Well, you know, I've read a few things here and there.
So nothing useful.
Nobody knows medicine amongst this group of.
I have medicine skill.
I have a herbal kit. We can go out and forage for some.
I have a medicinal kit. I don't know what's in it.
I
How
can
that
tell
works.
some lovely stories as we rest to help you gain additional health.
I'm gonna eat all my 10 rations. This is like Skyrim, right?
One round
Stop.
of combat, you eat
Pause
10 wheels of
combat.
cheese.
What happens when we rest?
When you rest, you are going to recover 1d6 of HP apiece, and your lovely little bard friend here is going to recover her bardic inspiration, of which she is all out.
Thanks.
You can also use any hit dice you have. So whatever your max hit dice is, you can heal that too.
Yeah.
But that's like for the day till you get a long rest. You recover those.
But I can recover those during it has to be during a short
During
rest.
short rest.
In that case, if we're going to rest, I'm going to use the remainder of my spells per day to try and get you up to.
Something where I don't need to use all my hit dice at once.
I'll give you the rest of my berries. That's 5 more berries.
I need you
Eat up,
to
fatty.
roll a perception check before you begin your rest.
Oh, come on!
15.
What? 1 second. He's still
Sorry, fuck.
wiggling his fingers over here.
13 for the first heal.
242.
Gary.
How's he looking?
I look halfway better.
Halfway.
15.
Who was the highest?
I have 24.
24.
Like perception?
Yeah.
That's wisdom, right?
Yes.
19.
Heiko and Bibiana hear like a whimpering, very faintly, and a really disturbing slurping sound coming from behind the door that the two Gith were guarding.
Maybe not. No,
Guess he's not getting
time
a rest.
to rest.
Well, maybe we could just hide.
I'll blow my war horn if there's trouble. Let me go investigate. Quietly this time.
Okay.
I swear.
So if there's trouble, you're gonna blow your war horn?
My war horn. That's proficiency. So 26 stealth.
Okay, you peek your head into the door, and you see a quaint room. It looks like a bed quarters. Need you to roll a perception check, please.
21.
You see next to the side of the bed a humanoid figure, looks to be floating roughly 5 feet off of the ground, and it's holding on to another humanoid figure with its face. Studying it a little bit closer, you see that the face is comprised of tentacles, and the tentacles are wrapped around what looks like a priest's face. You see blood dripping from the ears because there are tentacles going into his ears.
Quaint. I'm gonna do an insight check to see if it's a humanoid or a fiend or anything else I know of. Does a 9 tell me anything about this strange tentacle?
This tells you that this creature is very scary.
Uh-huh.
You also, when you spend longer within the room, your head begins to buzz almost, like there's a swarm of bees nearby.
Is this a charm-like effect?
No.
I'm going to use my last reroll to try and concentrate more intently on what this thing is.
The rerolls you were just given?
Yes.
You've already used one?
Yeah. Yeah. They were given.
Duh.
More money, please. 17.
17, you don't know what this creature is. But you think that you know someone that might be able to tell you.
It's a good use of a reroll.
I think I have a clue. I'm gonna back away slowly and talk to the old geezer guy, Roland.
What did you see there?
It appears to be a tall creature with tentacles coming from its mouth, sucking the brains out of a priest.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Something told me you would know.
no, yes, it's not. So you know
What
how,
did you get us into, old man?
you know the Gith?
Yes.
That's their master.
As in the ancient master?
Yes. So yes, we've gone to the past. Yes. This is. It's written.
Oh, give me 1 second here.
But if we kill this guy, then...
It's written in the books that their true name has been never comprehended, but it is. We call it a mind flayer.
Hmm.
It's
An interesting little name you've given it down.
Well, you'll see it explains the people.
Without the brains.
Yes, they eat brains.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So I've noticed.
Yes.
I really like my brain.
Can you explain the thralled gift? How do they accomplish that?
Well, he's to the Gith. How they keep them around?
Yes.
Well, they're not very nice. They subjugate them with their mind. They have quite powerful psionic powers, as it's been told.
But is it a charm-like power?
No, I don't know. I don't know much.
Any weaknesses that you know of?
Generally, like, pointy things hurt it, I've read. That's how the Gith got free, you know. They killed them.
Damn it, man! If we don't have our minds with us, how are we supposed to stick to pointy things in it?
If you stick the pointy things first, you should be able to keep your minds.
Have you already met one of these mind flayers, and has he already taken half your brain?
That's not kind of you. I'm just trying to help.
Yes. You've helped by transporting us into the past.
I mean, we could
How
always
much are we being paid for this again? If I remember my history books correctly, the Gith do eventually get freed, right? So to solve this problem, we should just, I don't know, go back into the current time.
So you, in the meantime, hear a loud thump coming from the other room.
That's not good.
And have all of you, you all notice the buzzing sound again.
Oh crap.
This
Run right now. Run, it's coming. The mind flare is coming. If you do not run, you will lose your mind. I run for the exit.
follow him very quickly.
As soon as you start running towards the exit, you all hear a voice going, "Food."
Oh god.
The door in the very front of the temple slams shut, and you hear a thud, which you notice is the cross brace from the inside falling into place.
Is it louder than or quieter than when Haiku over here first opened the door?
Quite louder.
I'm just asking.
Good to know.
It's good to know.
Sorry, guys.
So, as you all notice that fall down, the door that is behind you, I'm going to say that you're all now roughly in the center of the room because you were running towards the exit. The main door explodes open. The door in the back of the room that the Gith were guarding. And you see this humanoid creature with octopus tentacles coming out of its face. Slowly approaching you, but you notice he's not really touching the floor. He's kind of just hovering towards you. And with that, I need you all to roll initiative. Yay!
21. I did. 21-year-old?
Can't inspire him anymore.
17.
So Marcana got 21. Gareth, you got 17.
Correct.
And who else had what?
I had
16 for Haiku.
and I have 20.
You have 20?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you notice first, what's his name? Roland begins to slowly start to walk towards the Mind Flayer. He moves roughly 20 feet closer up through the center of the pews, and he ends his turn there.
What? Roland? Roland, where are you going?
Does no acknowledgement whatsoever. But Bibiana, it is your turn.
He's gonna get his brain
What did you
infected.
roll?
You know, check for tumors.
Marcana rolled higher than I did.
Oh yes, you did. I'm sorry, Marcana. I looked at the wrong table.
Can I use counter turn? Says you gain the ability to use words of power to disrupt mind influencing effects.
Would that be something they could use counter turn on? Yeah, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Judges say we'll allow it.
Disembodied voice says yes.
I didn't. He really just nodded his head slightly.
Hey, you creepy brain eater! Knock it off!
And what does that do again?
As an action, during that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet have the advantage of saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Cool.
What?
And that was your action to cast that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What do we get?
You have advantage, so that means you're going to roll 2 d20s and take the highest of the 2 values when you do your saving throws against charm.
Okay.
Bibiana, you're up next.
I'm going to cast Call Lightning. What are you rolling for?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Awful. So Storm Cloud cylinder, which is 10 feet tall with a 60-foot radius, appears. Right? I'm going to cast the Storm Cloud over top of Mind Flayer Boy.
Okay.
And on the first turn, I'm going to use him as a center point, and everybody in a 5-foot range makes a Dex saving throw. You take 3d10 damage on a failed save and half on a passed.
Half on a pass, let's say? Oh, yeah, it's a pass save. I'm sorry. Thought about that backwards. And what's the DC again?
15.
15, okay. And how much was the full damage?
12, 17.
Oh. Okay. And it's 17 for the full?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Gareth.
Am I within 30 feet?
You are 5, 10, 15, 20. No, you're not.
Well, excuse me. If I move 30 feet, am I within 10 feet?
If you move 30 feet, you will be exactly within 10 feet.
Super. That's all I need.
Okay. So would you like to move?
I am going to do a set action.
Okay.
I will then. I can still attack, right? I move and attack.
Yeah.
Same mechanics.
Indeed.
Indeedly doodly. I am going to use this die. Make that a 22 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, so we're gonna take this. I didn't really like that. I'm gonna take that. So I had 1, 2. So I have 1. So that's now a 10. Can I use an inspiration die for damage?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
19 for
Yes, you can. Yes, I'm pretty sure I think you can. 19?
19 for the first attack.
Okay. Bueno. You get to attack twice with your movement attack?
No, just once.
If you have 2 attacks, you can move, then attack. You can move and attack. And then I think move again, right? I thought you could chain those 2 actions together. Let's see.
Oh, I didn't need to use that. That's cool. Matthew, I have a
Yes.
question about the damage that I took before.
Yes.
Was one of them a critical hit?
Yes.
Okay. I don't take critical hits.
Ah,
So that should have played out slightly different.
gotcha. You actually took 2 critical hits.
Oh!
Is that why he died?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
I'll make it up to you, I promise.
I thought about, and I didn't it didn't put 2 and 2 together right then.
We already thought about it.
So then instead of a second attack, I still have a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I need a D10.
Yeah, you can break up your move between
No,
attacks.
I don't need to break up the move. It's whether I can move and use both attacks.
Oh, okay.
Was the question.
Well, if you can move between attacks, why can't you attack twice after moving? So, like, as a fighter, you could attack, move, and then attack again.
That would make you're right. The logic behind that doesn't.
Go for it.
Okay, now I'm going to use one of those 2.
Nice.
For real?
You're gonna use another one?
Yeah, I'm going to use 16.
A 16 does not hit.
Okay. For my bonus action, I will use Second Wind. And I will regain 8 hit points.
And that's the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
All right, so Heiko, it is your turn.
I have used all the inspiration.
I am going to
And
pull out my
rerolls
war
the
horn and cast a mighty spell.
out of extra dice.
The target is now marked with Hunter's Mark.
You pee on him.
Like, totally, in the sonic sense of the word.
Sonic Pay.
And that is my bonus action.
So
And
what does
then,
that mean? Hunter's Mark.
It takes an extra 1d6 damage from me whenever I hit with a weapon attack.
Okay.
And I have advantage on wisdom checks, perception, and wisdom survival checks against it. So I will engage.
Just a quick note, we hit $100 on extra life.
Yay!
So everyone else is getting another D10 inspiration.
Awesome!
And everyone also got a greater healing potion,
Oh, that's
which
so
is
good.
4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4?
Do I get an inspiration die as well?
No!
I can give myself an inspiration die just fudging the numbers.
4d4 plus 4.
You did
Yeah.
a great job roleplaying that, Matt. Thank you, Matt. I think you deserve a die. Oh, thank you, Matt. You're so nice, man.
And who can we thank for that?
It was anonymous, I don't know.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Anonymous donor.
Are we thanking Anonymous?
Yes.
Your whole organization.
We appreciate it.
I guess that means everyone. Alright, do I have clear shot?
Which one is?
I
No, you do not.
To the ugly looking elf. In that case, I'm going to step to the, I guess what would be my left?
By how much? 5 feet?
5 feet?
You still do not have a clear line of sight.
Do I need to move another 5 to get there?
You
or-
would still not have a clear line of sight. Gareth is blocking you pretty well.
You do a really great job with this whole blocking.
He's a better door than a window.
I'm going to move to the right of Fatty there, Roland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I should have a clear line of sight.
You do.
And now I'm going to attack. Does a 28 hit?
28 hits.
Alright. And 22?
That hits as well.
Alright. 16 plus 1, 17 for the first hit.
Okay.
Uh, 16 plus 3, so 19 on the second hit.
19 on the second hit. Okay. So it is now the Mind Flayer's turn, and you all hear an echoing voice in your heads go, "The power of the staff is mine!" Then he is going to focus in directly in front of him. You see a blank stare on his face as his eyes grow a little wider. You see his tentacles kind of fan out, and he opens his mouth.
Ugh.
I need you all to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Aw, intelligence.
This is
I'm not very
Is this
smart.
the charm thing that we have advantage on?
No.
No.
It's plus the modifier.
Oh, this is.
Plus your intelligence modifier.
Yeah, so I got a 1.
Oh.
I didn't roll a 1.
What's your roll? Like, what's your total? That's 0. Oh. That's a 1.
Yeah, this isn't gonna
16.
Okay.
Oh! I'm gonna use one of my rerolls.
I don't think that inspiration die has enough numbers to make this worthwhile.
16.
Oh
Okay.
yes, inspiration.
Almost better.
We're as smart as each other.
Yay!
4.
And Heiko?
Can I roll my inspiration?
You can, yeah.
That's helpful.
15.
Okay. So, Bibiana and Marcana feel an assault on their minds, but because of their strong will, we'll go with that. Glance it off. However, Gareth and Heiko feel the same assault, however, pushes deep into their not quite as sharp brains.
Excuse me? Is it Himalayan pink salt?
But
What?
The salt.
Assault. And you will be taking 22 points of psychic damage.
Oh, wow. I'm really happy I used that reroll.
You are also stunned for 1 minute.
Okay.
What is stunned again, disembodied voice?
Can't move?
Disembodied voice is Captain Flores. So then the Mind Flayer is going to focus in on
Yeah, I just happened to try to.
Heiko.
A stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Blah, 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 blah.
So the Mind Flayer is then going to focus in on Heiko and is going to make an attack with his tentacles.
Ugh.
And I have advantage on him now, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
you
You're
do.
saying?
He can reach from there?
Yes.
Ugh, it's a pretty long tentacle there.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Heiko, Gareth.
Oh.
That's why it looks funny.
Yeah,
Gareth
I'm
is
like,
getting that attack.
He's pretty far away. That's a long tentacle.
That is going to be 18. It's an 18 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, 1 second. You are going to take 17 points of psychic damage. And you are now grappled.
Okay.
He's giving you a loving embrace with his tentacles. And that is the end of the Mind Flayer's turn. Right before he finishes latching onto you, you feel a rush of elation in you, as if like his emotions are kind of transferring to you because of the contact, and you hear him go, "Food."
Apparently, I'm thrilled by this.
Yes. So Marcana,
Yes.
it's your turn.
I'm gonna learn my lesson from last time, and this time use my rapier.
Well, you're nowhere near him.
Can I walk closer?
What's your movement?
30.
30. You cannot reach him from where you are unless you do a full movement, in which case you wouldn't be able to attack.
Don't you have any spells? Yeah.
I would have if we rested.
But you burnt all your spells and all your bardic inspiration?
I burnt my bardic inspiration and my cutting wounds.
Her cutting words uses her bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Yeah.
just gonna move closer. I'm wondering to myself that if I try to use my arrow again, would I hit Gareth?
Is there a knowledge check for that, Joshua? Disembodied voice.
What was the question?
She's unsure of her abilities as to if she would hit Gareth.
I'm questioning
Do a
my
perception check. Or
Is it
an
perception?
intelligence check.
Intelligence check. Do an intelligence check.
intelligence. 15.
He's grappling Gareth right now. You think that might not be a wise decision.
Alright, I'm just gonna move closer.
Okay. Which direction would you like to move closer?
Toward,
Towards his left or his right?
away from Gareth.
Away from Gareth. Okay. So this is about where you can get here. And then it is going to be Bibiana's turn.
I am going to walk. Yeah. I'm going to walk over to Heiko
Okay.
and
Behind him or to his right?
behind him. I just want to double check that this isn't a concentration. No. I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration, which is not a concentration spell, so I can still keep my Storm Cloud. And it is going to cure one condition. You touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So I think it's like an addition to the condition of being stunned.
And you're using that on
Heiko?
Heiko? Okay.
Does that give me my turn, like this turn, or like otherwise it wouldn't have effect?
I believe it would, based off of what you said, unless I'm interpreting that incorrectly.
I think so.
Heiko, you have your turn.
Oh, I'm energized.
So is that your action, Bibiana?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I'm not quite sure if that list is the list of the conditions that it can fix, or like there's usually conditions that could also do these ones.
We'll make it work. Don't worry, Bibiana.
How are we on time, disembodied voice?
A little over an hour.
Left. So, Heiko, wait, it's not your turn yet. It's Gareth's turn, but you are currently stunned.
Correct.
So, what was that mean again, disembodied voice?
Can't move, but can speak.
Garbled.
You hear a wet sloshing sound around your ears where the tentacles are probing. That's it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Heiko, it is now your turn.
What are the rules on targeted shots?
Disembodied voice?
I'm sorry, I'm reading chat at the same time.
What are the rules on targeted shots in 5.0?
Targeted shots, depends what the target is. Changes the difficulty of it.
How many tentacles are latched onto?
All four of them.
All 4 of them.
Yes.
So it has 4 tentacles.
Yes.
That means I only have to hit 4 shots. Alright. I'm gonna go for what looks like the easiest. And I'm gonna try and aim close to the base of the head where the tentacle starts. So if I miss, I might hit its head instead, that general region.
Okay, we'll go with that.
And I will.
So you're gonna shoot it in the face.
Yeah, well, yes.
Because that's where the tentacles come from.
Come on, I rolled a 14, 4 plus 4, 10, 14.
14 does not hit.
It's weakest roll to date. I have 1 more inspiration dice left though, right?
I don't know.
Actually, I'll save that for damage. 18.
18 will hit.
Good guy. I'm going to use an inspiration dice to add damage.
Okay.
19 damage.
Okay.
Was the shot accurate enough to sever a tentacle?
You notice that after your arrow is loosed, it skids across the forehead of the creature, and looks like it shook it quite a bit, and it looks like his grapple has been loosened on Gareth. You also notice that he's got a little bit of a dazed look in his face. He doesn't look particularly cognizant of the situation, as if maybe you stunned him in return or something to that effect.
Interesting.
You also then hear within your head the Mind Flayer go, "Death to you!" And he is then going to focus directly on you. And well, he's going to attack you.
Does he can he still attack Heiko while he's grappling Gareth?
He is no longer grappling Gareth.
Oh, okay.
So he has loosed his grasp on Gareth and is focusing on Heiko. Again, you see his 4 tentacles splay out as they did before. His mouth opened up a little bit, and tentacles don't look as pointed out as before. They're kind of hanging a little limply this time around. But I need everyone to make a DC 15 intelligence save.
Does any sound come out when he does this? Is there like a corresponding noise,
Intelligence.
or is it all in our heads?
There's a gurgling noise coming out of his
DC
mouth, but
15
nothing that sounds like
intelligence
words.
check.
Okay.
That means that you need to roll your d20, and
3.
you need to roll better than a 15. For
Okay,
your
how much
intelligence.
psychic damage did I take?
4.
Rolled a 10.
So roll your die. You get an
That's
18,
okay.
plus 1 is 19, so you beat the 15.
How much HP does everyone have left right now?
I did
Not enough to take whatever you're about to do.
59.
I am going to die.
43.
43.
I have no more rerolls left.
Alright, as you see the mouth open up and the gurgling noise happen, you feel a full-on assault on your brain as well. However, because he is looking directly at Heiko, the attack falls outside of the range of Gareth. Gareth is not his priority right now. So, everyone is going to take 28 points of intelligence damage.
That's a good one.
Except for Gareth, because he's not looking anywhere near you.
Oh, he took a step forward. I'm now behind him or something? Is
Yeah,
that what it
he
is?
took a 5-foot step forward diagonally, and it's a cone effect on
Okay.
the attack. And after he does that blast...
Marcana passed.
oh, I'm sorry, pass, then do not take the damage.
Oh, thanks.
You are all also stunned. So you see Roland as well
Am I
fall to the
stunned?
ground. He looks gravely injured. You see blood trickling from his nose. He doesn't look particularly well, and his eyes have kind of glossed over a bit.
Am I stunned or?
No, you were not stunned.
Okay.
Who did? Who fell? Roland.
Roland. The Mind Flayer then lets out another cry and goes, "I shall return!" And he disappears. The Mind Flayer has teleported out of the area because he only had 2 HP left. But I'm not giving you that
2 points
satisfaction.
higher.
That's mad. But I'm not gonna give you that satisfaction.
He does do that, though. He does teleport away. So Roland is now on the ground, slightly convulsing.
Have we all regained our senses?
You all feel a little bit better. You shake off the wear of the Mind Flayer. Your mind feels lighter.
Guys, I think we should rest. Do you think poor Roland here needs
Is
to
he
rest?
dead? Is he dead?
Pass a medicine check.
I'll take a look.
Ooh, I'm not a doctor, but I'll have a look. 9.
20.
20. You take a knee down beside Roland, and you see that it looks like he's possibly had a stroke. He is alive, but he
This is
needs...
what I told him with the alcohol and the high blood pressure. It's not
He
good.
needs a potion or something.
A potion is too valuable on this meat bag.
But if we
What do I look like, Marty McFly?
Wait! What if I shove some good berries in his mouth?
There we
You're
go.
out.
Give him some
That's
good
a potion.
berries.
She's still got berries.
Or so it's a thing.
Yeah,
I
go
thought
for
you
it.
gave Aaron all of them.
No, she gave him 5.
Then I thought you gave him 5 more.
I did, but I can do my spell again.
Oh, you get more.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Uh,
Shove your berries in his mouth.
Okay,
Do
so
it.
I'm gonna do the good berries, and I'm gonna shove the 10 good berries in his mouth hole.
Okay. You see the flow of blood stop trickling from his nose, and slowly his pupils undilate themselves, his eyes focus on your face, and he goes, "Thank you so
Roland,
much."
you're better! I'm
He-
so happy.
He then attempts to sit up, but he can't.
Guys, why don't we rest for a little bit? And while we do, I'm happy to tell you a story.
Oh god, here it comes.
Is it the story about how you shot me in the head?
No, actually, it was this one time. Okay, I'm riding down the streets on my therapy donkey, and the local sheriff comes over
I
and
pass
starts
out.
bothering
There's my
me
short
just
rest.
for no reason whatsoever. So I tell that sheriff, look, I know the highest people in this land. I'm gonna have your job, and it did.
Man,
He no
this
longer
story
works
is
there.
making me feel healed, but also asleep. It's so boring.
The magic that you work.
So Roland
So-
sits up and says, "That
was truly an inspirational tale. Thank you so much.
Everyone gets an extra 1d6 of hit points.
What's a D6
A
look like?
D6 of hit points. Oh boy,
that
It's
you
that will
Did
make
she
it.
roll that."
Do you know what
Oh,
a
do
D6 looks like?
No. 3. Wait, should we roll?
No.
During a short rest, you get 1, right? Automatically, like one of your hit die.
Yeah, one of your hit die automatically,
And then
and
now we get an extra
that-
D, so I think.
I get a hit die? I don't know what a hit die is.
I'm gonna burn one of my heals on
Probably
myself.
It is. Thank you.
So
Appreciate
So
it.
then I can use
Just a D10.
additionally my regular hit die to add to that, to the effect of that. Is that what it is?
7, because you're 7 total.
So, as you guys are resting, near the end of your rest, you notice Roland shakily stand up onto his feet and walk over to some of the corpses that are on the floor and start poking and prodding around in their robes.
What you doing, Roland?
Well, I'm trying to see if they have the item.
I thought it was a staff. Wouldn't it be much larger than in their robes?
Well, it doesn't hurt to check. I also want to see what kind of what this place is really. I don't know.
What have you gotten us into, Roland?
Well, Roland looks around. He's kind of like, you see like a little bit of excitement light up in his face, and he runs over to the main dais where the door exploded open. He's examining the artwork that's all around.
He goes, "Oh, do you know what this place is?" Yes.
No.
No, we don't.
Oh. This is a temple of Torm.
The way
And that means what?
Torm. I'm sorry. He's
I just got my mind assaulted multiple times. You're gonna
Himalayan,
have
Himalayan
pink
pink
salt,
salt,
yeah.
It's the god of courage, self-sacrifice. There should be an altar somewhere around here.
like
you. Self-sacrifice.
Courageous and self-sacrificial.
Oh, you're so sweet. You don't have to say that, but I mean, keep going.
Tell me what.
Tell me more. Do go on.
There should be an altar around here somewhere. Oh, maybe the priests have it. I don't know.
Yeah, when I ran into the mind flare earlier, there was a priest, but he was preoccupied having his lobotomy.
Oh, that would explain that gentleman that's on the floor in that room.
Yes, quite.
I'll be right back.
Don't wander off too far.
What is
And
he
if you
doing
hear
with his
buzzing,
body?
remember, if you hear buzzing, it's a bad sign, and you should probably find us.
So Roland runs into the room. And remember, the door was exploded open before from the mind flare.
Mm-hmm.
And he proceeds to start rifling through the robes of the deceased man.
I will stick close to Roland.
Yeah, help me look.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in the room with them. I'm gonna do a perception check.
How many hit points
Follow.
total did we regain from that rest?
25.
So you're in a
Plus an extra piece.
living quarters of a priest, from what it looks like. You see an altar on one side of the room. You see his personal
The 1d6.
accoutrements on the other side of the room. His bed, his dresser, looks like a trunk. And then you also notice, after a little bit of time, that there is a passageway.
Ooh.
Looks like to be a bookcase, slightly ajar.
Guys, look at the bookcase. I want to go peek in. I want to
Alright,
go
hold
peek in
on.
the bookcase.
Did we all rest and regain our inspiration and spells?
Yes.
Okay. Then we can proceed.
So you're looking at the bookcase.
Yes.
You peer behind the bookcase and you see a pathway leading down. It looks like a very dark, tight spiral staircase.
Oh, this is no good. Marcana,
Seems off the dark. Torches all around.
you're so brave. Why don't you go down and see what's in that spiral staircase? I couldn't imagine anybody being more brave than you, and we are in the Temple of Courage, after all.
Well, when you put it like that. And I walk down.
So as you begin walking down the stairs, you hear a squeal of excitement coming from by the priest's bed. You wheel yourself around and you see Roland holding a ring in his hand. And he just starts like jumping around, very giddy.
What do you got there, big fella?
It's the ring of Thorm.
Is that what you're looking
The
for?
what now?
The ring of Thorm.
Ring of Tome.
Thorm.
Tome.
Thorm.
As in the deity.
Yeah, you got it.
What's the ring of a deity doing here?
Well, it's the ring. The priest, the head priest. had
Oh,
it.
the priest's ring. So it's a useless trinket then.
I mean, it looks good.
I don't wear metal. It's not really.
Yes, Druid, we all understand your
Where's the
principled
finger?
ways.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
No. Give it to me.
Okay, so
I'm gonna
he hands
identify.
you the ring.
I'm gonna use my, I guess, insight or investigation.
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 Insight, whatever.
To roll a 2+1 to investigate what the Ring of Tome is.
It is a ring that is very intricately inscribed. That's all you get out of it.
Nope.
Hey,
Would also like to point out that we received a donation for 2 rerolls for Gareth.
Wait,
Two
for Gareth. For
2
Gareth.
rerolls for Viviana, and 1 reroll for Heiko, and 1 reroll for Marcana.
alright.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
really
Who's
appreciate
courtesy
it.
of that?
I will squander it abruptly.
Who's that courtesy of?
That was courtesy of Nyucking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk.
Oh, right. Now we're almost.
Cooking with gas.
And Roland still looks fairly agitated, however, even after finding this item. And he proceeds to keep going through the priest's belongings, ignoring that pathway altogether.
You know, I think that ring would look lovely on your finger, big fella. You should ask him if you could try it on.
Heiko has it.
Oh, put it on.
I flipped the ring over to the bard over there. You seem like somebody who would know things. Do you want to take a look? Maybe
Bard,
you've
fix
heard.
your shoulder.
Thank you. What am I rolling for?
Investigate. Add your intelligence modifier.
Gonna reroll.
Okay.
Ooh, 19.
19.
Thank you, Nancy.
You look and you seem to believe that this is a magical ring.
Right?
And put it on.
You put it on and you feel better. Can you do a knowledge arcana check, please?
19.
So you know this feeling. You feel safer when you're wearing this ring. You realize that this is a ring that gives you +1 armor and +1 on all of your saving throws.
Guys, I think this is a good ring. I think I'm gonna keep it. That's cool. Right?
What does it do? How
While
do
you're
you
having
feel?
this discussion, you see clothing flying through the air, a piece lands on top of Marcana's head. Roland is just going through the dresser and throwing stuff to the side now.
What?
Roland,
what are you doing?
Did you hide your stash of weed in the staff? Why are you looking for? What is in the staff?
You need
Seriously.
weeds. Go talk to Bibiana.
Calm down. We will find it. Relax. You're about to have a second stroke.
I am quite tired, yes.
Yes. We don't know this place. It doesn't know you. There might be traps. So with caution, please. Yes.
You hear a gasp, and
What have you found?
Roland has.
Did you have a heart attack?
Roland
Stroke?
picks up what
Aneurysm?
looks like a staff from behind the dresser,
Is it pretty looking as mine?
and he then yells out,
Oh, the battered white will be quite pleased now.
and he books it towards the bookcase and begins to start running down.
No, I want to shut the bookcase before we can get into it.
Uh-oh.
Surprising speed on the old codger. He makes it through as it's closing. However, he takes a little bit of a tumble, and you hear what could only be him falling down the remainder of the stairs and the clanking of the staff with it.
Okay, I open up the bookcase and I'm going to chase him down the stairs.
With
This
caution.
fella.
I don't trust him.
The man in white.
Yes.
I don't know.
He is not telling us the truth.
So, are you all descending down?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I have my bow at the ready. I'm gonna shoot this guy if he makes the wrong move.
You make it downstairs, and you see. Thank you, disembodied voice. That you have entered this old, dilapidated catacombs of a sort. It is part of the temple, but
Lovely
much
painted.
older than the remainder of the temple. And Roland is laying on a heap at the bottom of the stairs. His arm is twisted backwards quite horrifically. And he begins sobbing and crawling towards the staff.
No, I want to pick up the staff before he gets it.
Okay, you pick up the staff. Immediately you feel an odd sensation amongst your body, as you're not quite sure what it
I'm
is.
double fisting my
puberty?
staffs.
But Roland begins to weakly reach up for it. And
I hit him in the head with it.
It's a little. I think I will just go over and step on his arm.
Okay.
Not the horrendously disfigured one, the other one.
Right, the one that still works.
Okay.
So Roland begins to say,
He was going to kill the order. I need to bring that to him, please.
Who?
The
Who him?
battered white.
What does that mean?
He's the battered white. That's all I know. He's immensely powerful. And
Where is he?
I believe you all saw him before. He's here. I don't know where though.
We saw him before.
When?
Yes. In the forest. Before, when we were heading towards the temple. The
Why?
man we chased.
Why did you not
Him?
mention this guy who was
Yes.
going to kill
The
your
man
entire...
with the...
The man with the metal dealie in the hand, yes. Him. He's here. Roland, you seem to have led us into a trap.
I didn't need to. I just need to bring him the staff.
Mm-hmm. And why do you think giving him the staff will resolve your problems?
It's my only choice. Just don't use it. Just please let me have it.
Use it. What does it do?
I truly don't know.
So I'm holding the staff.
Zap him with it.
I want to concentrate and see if I can make a zap.
We will not torture this poor man.
So are you are using your staff?
Yes.
Okay. So you point the staff and
Oh god.
wiggle it around, and at first you're disappointed because you feel as if nothing's happening. But you notice, the four of you notice the world around you changing.
Okay, but I don't notice it because I find that incredibly amusing and lifelike.
You all are intent on you're intensely focused on Roland, and you see him age in front of you. As if he wasn't old enough already, he becomes more withered. All of a sudden he begins to look more gaunt, and then more rapidly he begins aging, and the building around you starts to get a little dirty and pretty oddly fast. Please roll a perception check.
God. What have we done?
21.
26.
So you notice the area, well, you don't. You notice the area all around you begin to start crumbling.
I start spinning it in the opposite direction.
The building still looks like it is crumbling, but slower now, as if it is, whatever change you did is coming to a stop. However, as you glance back down at Roland, he is now not only dead, but decaying quite rapidly.
What did you do?
What is wrong with you,
Well,
Druid?
As the progression of whatever you did comes to a stop, you notice that the temple itself has thick layers of moss on all of the facets. There is a dank smell now that wasn't there before, and
Farted!
I think it's the dead body.
and a lot of the surrounding area looks a lot worse for the wear than it was. At the same time, Roland is now a completely deteriorated bleach white skeleton.
Well, guys, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Congratulations, you've just unmade Roland.
At least we know how to get back away from the past, right?
One more perception check.
Do I look really old?
11.
20.
16.
More common.
5. Perceive all the things.
So Bibiana notices out in the far end of the temple, by where the main altar is with the statues, there is now a figure in white standing there, and he's looking down at a little metal piece that's attached to him, stares intently at it, looks you back in the face, clicks it closed, and goes, "You're early. Did no one teach you manners?"
I'm early?
"Yes.
Who are you? No.
Why me? Who are you?"
Who are you?
"You're early!
Early for what?
I'm never early. For anything.
For bringing me the staff."
Oh no, this is not for you. This is actually mine.
"Oh yes, I'm sure."
I found it.
No, it's mine.
No, it's not.
Roland,
Who's Roland?
that gentleman that you
That is not a
left
gentleman.
to rot.
That's not rotting. That's bones.
Yes, no, he rotted. He was once whole, like you, and he has now been rotted, like you shall be.
I don't think so. I point the staff at him, and I slowly back up.
You start wiggling the staff around. You see the all of a sudden, very slowly at first, but then much more rapidly, you see the surrounding area begin to deteriorate further. The statues behind the man in white crumble to the ground. You see little bits of the wall start to fall down and crumble through, and it is now significantly worse for the wear. Yet again, it slows down and stops, and everything is in stasis once again.
What about the man in white?
The man in white is still standing there, perfectly fine. He looks yet again at his device that he has chained to himself and goes, "Oh good, you're on time now. Let's begin. Please roll for initiative."
Damn it. 16.
22.
Ooh.
18.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so Marcana,
16.
16. 3.
Guys.
Gareth.
Hold it on one hand.
22.
Heiko,
18.
18.
Hi.
Okay, so the man in white is standing there intently, just watching you. Let me get this board set up for you all. You're at the very entrance of this temple. The scale isn't exact here, but we're gonna play around with it. And the man in white is standing in the very back by the now crumbled statues. The scale, this is about half of what it should be. So each one of those squares is double, so he is about 40 feet in front of you.
Who goes first?
First up is Gareth.
So he's 40 feet.
Yes,
So if I move 30 feet, then he's 10 feet away.
that is correct.
Super.
So I'm assuming that's what you're doing?
Let's do it to it.
Okay, so you move up closer to him, directly up front. And I need... There it is. Now I'm ready when you are.
23.
Does not hit.
Oh god.
33.
33 does hit.
Ten.
10 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So,
And then, so let's use that.
okay. You hit the man in white, and you feel it connect. He doesn't seem particularly bothered by it.
As in, the glaive went through him and no blood was drawn, or...
You felt with all of your experience as a fighter that you made a square connection and that damage was done, but he doesn't look like it bothered him much because of it.
Yeah. My weapon seems ineffective.
Heiko, you're up next.
I'm going to cast silence centered on the fighter, so actually, hold on. If I center it on Gareth, it's a 20-foot radius. It would cut into him, but not all the way to us, correct?
What does silence do?
It eliminates all sound within the sphere.
Okay.
If there's any verbal components to spells that need to be set, the spell automatically fails.
Where is it?
It's on the fighter.
Just on the fighter.
Yeah. But
Okay.
because it's not to scale, we're still out of sphere.
Okay.
And I will drink my potion now because I'm probably gonna get hit for this.
And is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So the man in white, at the beginning of his action, is going to speak to who has the staff right now? That's
I do.
Bibiana. He's going to look over at Bibiana and go, I need that staff, please. Thank you. Yes.
Can
Just
we hear him?
hand it over. If he is in silence, you just see his mouth moving. You're very confused by it. He is then going to hold his hand out in front of him. For a little bit of time, you notice like material, reddish, orangish material start to accumulate in his hand. It looks like it slowly begins to form staff form. Its features start to become more pronounced, and a little bit later you realize that it looks like there is a bucket of rust, or a staff of rust in his hand that slowly begins to form into a sword shape. And with that, he's going to take a 5-foot step forward, and he's going to attack Gareth.
24 hit.
24 will hit.
8.
8 damage?
Mm-hmm. And he can't move anymore this round.
That's fine. And what's your AC, Gareth?
17.
17. Okay.
Attack
Really, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
No, I mean, my damage. He is going to do... He's going to swing this newly found sword at you and clang it across the side of your great helm, or your helm that you're wearing. And he's going to do 5 damage to you.
I did more damage when I hit him with my bow.
You don't seem particularly...
Disembodied voice, is that correct? That doesn't look...
I can't hear him.
All things
Oh, that's
considered.
right.
Let's do
But, okay. Saying that Mind Flayer was... so then he is going to swing back around with his sword and connect with the side of your head again for another 4 damage.
This is gonna take a while, eh?
Alright, so after he smacks him on the side of the head again, he just stands back in his bed, patiently waiting. And next up is going to be Marcana.
I go to inspire Gareth, and I realize that he can't hear me, so I stop trying.
So that is a use of your bardic inspiration, though.
I just go to...
Before she opens her mouth.
Before I open my mouth, I think about it.
That's not your character.
Yeah. I'll take it. Alright.
Okay.
And I will walk toward him. Where is he in relation to me?
He is about 40 feet in front of you, or 35 feet in front of you. It's just that Gareth is directly blocking your line of sight.
Okay, can I walk around and use my rapier?
What is your movement?
30?
You can move up to the side of him, but he will get an attack of opportunity against you.
Can I move just so I'm away from Gareth in between my line of sight and then use my crossbow?
Yes, you can. Is this one correct? No, it's this one.
Guys, I'm gonna reroll. Thank you, my antics. That was a 5. Guys, I'm gonna reroll. Thank you, my Antis. That was an 8. And that will be the end of my turn.
Lots of rolls.
Okay, and Marcana did something. Viviana, it is now your turn.
I am going to... Ooh. I am going to cast Call Lightning again. Above the man in white.
Okay.
So the 5-foot range lightning strike, you need to make a dexterity saving throw. 1, 2, of what is this? What's my dexterity? So what's my saving throw again?
15.
15. Did you make it?
No. Yeah, I did.
So you take half damage of 22.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So,
Do I have to no.
Gareth, it is now your turn.
Fantabulous. Have anything else I want to do? No. Sure don't. Ugh. No, that didn't work before. And you need that, which means that I will have. That I will reroll. That didn't work either. No. And no.
Disembodied voice. Can you point out that skill for me, please? Because I can't find it on there.
So 26.
26 will hit.
6 damage.
Okay. Thank you, disembodied voice. Okay. Perfect. So, at the beginning of the man in white's turn, he is going to get fuzzy looking for a second. And in the blink of an eye, he is going to hop over in front of Bibiana. This does not provoke an attack of opportunity, so don't worry about that. Can you please make a will saving throw, Bibiana?
What is?
Wisdom would be well.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna use my reroll.
Thank you, Nyakking.
That's much better. 17.
A 17 fails.
Can I reroll again?
No. Because you know the result now. You are no longer there. Everyone notices Bibiana disappear. Bibiana, you find yourself in a place you have no idea how to explain. You are floating within another realm somewhere.
Most important question: do I still have my staff?
You do still have your staff.
Okay, staffs. Both staffs.
Yes, you have both staffs.
Okay.
But you're floating around somewhere else.
Am I
and you
uncomfortable?
hear the man in white say to you before he sends you out, "I'll deal with you later."
It's quite crouched.
You would know.
So the rest of you
Actually,
just
it doesn't
see
matter.
her disappear from the plane. That's it.
Can we talk? Can we hear anything now, or?
The cone or the silence is currently affecting how much of a radius?
20 feet.
20 feet. So it's affecting everyone except for Heiko. Heiko is the only one that is outside of the silence area. With that, that ends the man in white's turn. So Heiko, it's not your turn.
I'm gonna grab my war horn and prepare to cast Hunter's Mark.
What happened?
That's a good spell. I love it.
What was that?
He's now marked.
You
Prepare
can't hear though,
for
right?
some pain, and I will full attack. 24 hit.
24 hits.
And second attack. 22.
22 does not hit.
Right. It's pretty strong, yeah.
Yeah, 24 seems to be the number.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, Jesus.
20% chance to hit.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of that 20% chance to hit.
So you see your arrow enter the side of the man in white. A little bit of red is growing on the side of his white getup as the arrow enters. He just shoots you a rather angry-looking glance. And Marcana, it is now your turn.
He does not seem phased by my arrows.
No.
I shout at him. Hey! You! Do I notice any reaction?
What?
You need to bring my friend back right now. You don't wear white after
Oh,
Labor
she
Day.
came back already.
What?
She came back. Go ahead.
It's a 2 arrow.
It wasn't a 1.
Nothing happens. Your arrow misses in a spectacular fashion. All right. Bibiana, I need you to make a DC intelligence saving throw. I'm not going to tell you what the number is.
God, I'm gonna fail this miserably. Okay. I'm rerolling that.
Can't crit fail saving throw. Just in case that's why you wanted to reroll it.
Disembodied
that
voice.
can happen.
It was an
Disembodied
8. I don't
voice.
want to read
Okay.
that.
I
doesn't make it any
couldn't
better.
see what it was.
5! I got 5.
5.
Five.
You concentrate with all of your intelligence.
Yeah, worked out real well.
But something clicks in your head when you do.
What?
You're not sure if it's
Really?
possibly what the Mind Flayer did to you before, but your mind for a second feels oddly clear and working a lot better than it should. With that, you feel a pop all throughout your body, and you reemerge into the center of the battle, directly in front of the man in white. And the man in white shoots you a very confused look.
My turn?
No, that was your...
Okay. Alright.
the man in white...
Can I shoot him back with an equally confused look?
Yes, you can. The man in white then turns and goes, "You weren't supposed to be back yet. You already came back. But you will come back. You're back. Why?"
Aw. My staff!
He is then going to reach back with his sword and wind up and attack you.
Wait! Stop! You white-wearing, creepy, ugly...
Who wears white after Labor Day?
Seriously. And...
That dress with those shoes.
just...
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
-6 to your attack.
Okay. What is your AC, Bibiana?
14?
What is your AC? Heiko.
18.
Okay. He is going to swing his sword mightily across his body. He is going to cut across the midsection of Bibiana and then into the side of Heiko,
Ooh.
dealing 26 points of damage.
I fall to the ground. Oh, it's lovely.
He is then going to focus over on Heiko and do an additional 18 points of damage as his sword smacks him with the flat across the side of his face.
Oof.
Okay, so what happens now that I'm at 0 for my character?
So on your turn, you would have to do a DC 10 check, life check. And if you pass, you have to get 3 passes before you get 3 failures. If you get 3 failures before you get 3 passes, you die.
Okay.
Every time you get hit while you're knocked out counts as a failure for you. And if you get critted when you're down, you get 2 failures.
Okay, great. Good, exciting.
But if you crit on your roll, you get 2 successes.
Okay.
Right. So Gareth, it's your turn.
Super. I'm gonna run up behind him.
Okay. I'm assuming you went 10 feet back.
Yes, because then.
Can I gift my inspiration die?
You cannot.
They're
Only
both.
use it on
Has
shape.
that
They're
power.
both 5 feet away from him.
Excuse me?
So they're both 5 feet away from him.
They are indeed about 5 feet away from
I want to move right next to both of them then, in that one little space there.
you. Here?
Yes.
Okay. Interesting choice.
Well, if he, I can use my reaction if he attacks either one of them to attack him,
Why you're doing that, but okay.
which is why I'm doing that. And then I will attack. And I miss. Because I know a 21 does not hit.
Okay. Heiko, it is now your turn.
Seeing that the silence isn't doing anything but interfering, I'm gonna drop that as a free action. And I'm going to take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
And then commence firing.
Commence fire. Go for it.
19,
19 does not hit.
16.
16 does not hit.
I sigh.
So it is now Marcana's turn.
I'm going to turn to Gareth and say, "You've got this. You are the best taker of stray arrows I've ever seen."
I'm gonna pretend like the silence is still there.
And he gets 3 bardic inspiration.
No, you give him a d6.
Oh, give me d6. Sorry. And for my action,
Did you all use your d10s already?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I haven't.
You should use those for one of your attacks. I'm just saying, you know.
That's the only way that I hit him the one time I hit him.
Can I attack him?
You can certainly try.
All right, I'm gonna use my arrow.
Your arrow or your rapier?
It's the same thing for me. They're both +7 with 1d8.
Oh, I'm sorry. I moved the wrong person before, did I?
No, that's me.
This is you. Where's... Oh, she's back here. Oh, yeah, it's your crossbow. You're really far away.
My crossbow?
Yeah.
How close am I to Viviana?
A ways away. She's on the opposite side of the temple as you.
8, 13.
Nothing happens. You shoot your crossbow, and it bounces off of his pristine white clothes. They're quite nice, too. You should see him.
Does the value of the inspiration die? I can't crit with that, can I?
No. Bibiana, it's your turn.
So I have to do a DC
Roll
10.
not to die.
Right.
What was that?
I used one of my inspiration die. That's fine. It's a 10.
Oh. Ouchies. All right, so the man in white now locks on to Gareth and says to him, I want the staff. Give it.
No?
Yes.
No.
Get it for me.
Get it yourself.
What's your AC?
17.
His first attack glances off the side of your armor, while his second attack connects, makes a full connection with your arm, and gives you 16 points of damage.
It seems to be doing significantly more damage than before.
Yes! It was almost as if his weapon got a little bit bigger. His heart grew 3 sizes that day. And then he starts to say, it's almost time. This is good. This is good. And Gareth, it's now your turn.
Okay. 22?
22 does not hit.
Off by 1.
Heiko, it is now your turn.
I will resume shooting. I don't have any other useful spells. That is a 20.
Oh.
Let's see if I can confirm it.
You don't need to confirm. It's a crit.
Auto crit?
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
That's a great start. Do my other shot. Second shot misses. So, does my favorite enemy stack? Like on a crit?
No, you roll the dice twice.
Roll. Okay.
It's plus modifier.
Alright.
Would you please do like 800 points of damage? That'd be real great.
Oops. 24 damage.
Ooh, nice. The man in white now has yet another arrow impaled into the side of him. You see the blood stain grow a little bit more on the side of his white robes, or his white getup, his white outfit, and he has a look in his face like he's a little tired. He's like, "It's fine, it's almost time," you hear him say.
It's time to die.
And it is now Marcana's turn.
This does not look good.
I'm going to.
Oh.
Going to take out my bow one more time. I'm still within eyesight, right?
This is pretty much what's going to happen.
I'm still within eye.
You are still within eyesight of him, yes. No one's moved.
Go for broke.
11.
Attacks.
11 does not hit. You aim your bow and clank it off of the statues in the corner of the temple.
At least it was in your head this time, Gareth.
Bibiana.
I continue to ignore her, as pretending as if the house is still there.
I succeed.
It's a useful spell, right?
But no, there was a cone of silence. I don't know what's going on.
So the man in white is then going to teleport across the map next to Marcana.
He's a ladies' man.
And he's going to say, "You'll get me the staff, right? You did. Or you will. Maybe. I don't know. Get it? Yes."
No.
What's your AC?
16.
You are going to see him lift up his sword and bonk you with the hilt on top of your head. It does feel quite painful to you, and you're going to take 16 points of damage.
Potion is a free or bonus action?
And he goes to hit you yet again.
Bonus action.
But this time, as he brings the sword around to slash at you, you duck under his sword,
It's because you're tiny.
and he
I'm
kind of
sorry.
whirls around comically in a circle.
Ha!
Gareth, it's your turn.
Okay. So So for starters, before I forget, I'm gonna use my bonus action. Yeah, crazy, I know, right? For my other actions, I'm gonna use my bonus action to drink my potion.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 4 is 12. It's 48, 58. Then we are going to attack. Oh. Well, let me ask, can I get close enough to...
You can. Yes.
Okay. So 16 plus 8 is 24. Huzzah.
That's a hit.
13 plus 8 is 21. Not quite enough.
Except.
But I...
Is that my bardic inspiration? You're welcome.
That was a 23.
Oh. Oh.
For those of you playing the home game.
Oh, son of a...
Inspiration time.
The fighter's getting a wee bit frustrated.
9.
9 damage?
Yeah. I don't know where they went. Whatever. It's fine. We'll find them later. Or not.
Okay. So you take your pole arm and you poke him right where the 2 arrows are in his side. And yet again, you see the blood spot grow a little bit more, and his complexion starts to match his attire, growing increasingly white.
Except not anymore, because it's a tire shred.
There you go. I don't know why we keep you around. Heiko, it is your turn.
I believe I'm still clear to shoot.
Yes, you are indeed clear to shoot.
And I will continue shooting. 19 is a miss. 26.
That's a
It's a
hit.
hit. Woo! We like hits.
All the damage.
18 damage.
Ooh.
Good hunter's mark.
The man in white staggers on his feet a little bit. Still up. As he takes yet another arrow. He's starting to look like a pincushion.
Yes. How many arrows can this guy take? Maybe I should shoot him in the knee and retire him.
Arcana, it is your turn.
No more inspiration. Am I still within line of
You
sight?
can inspire yourself, by the way.
I
You
can?
cannot inspire
I cannot.
yourself.
I know. But I'm out because I used it, but because I'm not smart enough to know, no one could hear me. So I shall try shooting him with an arrow again.
You might want to rapier him because you get
Yeah,
disadvantage.
you are right next to him.
Oh,
You
am
should-
I?
Yeah, you should have rapied.
Well, can I use the same roll on the right?
Whatever you want to do.
It's a 14.
That does not hit.
Does not.
You
Even
take-
with the D, if I have
You
to-
take your rapier and you go to stab him with it, and you just knock one of the arrows that's sticking out of his side. Bibiana.
11! Okay, that's my 3rd success.
Bibiana stands back up.
Can she attack or?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay, my story. Okay, I want to cast the spell, and I want to drink my health potion.
What spell are you casting?
The Storm Cloud spell.
Okay, and what is that again?
That is, I get to call lightning from my Storm Cloud. That's the, you have to pass.
That's 15. 5 foot square. Gets
Yes.
lightning bolted.
3d10. So I'm going to drink my health potion first.
And what's the saving throw?
6,
Dex 15.
15.
I passed.
Why do you giggle? Because you like super fast?
He's got like a +7 dex modifier.
Jesus.
Um.
That explains the high.
D10s, is that what you're looking
Yeah.
for?
Oh, I got one. Oh, actually, give me that one because I don't like the percentage dice. Yeah. That's awful. 11.
11 total damage.
11 toto.
So I take half for the.
Correct. Why are you giggling?
Oh, no reason.
I hate you. Okay, and then I have to do 4d4 plus 4.
And that's your healing?
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. I'll take that. 11, 15. And just stay
So,
away from me.
The Drake, the man in white is then going to teleport across the map next to Bibiana.
Please go away.
Because you have a staff, and he wants it. And I want the staff. Give me the staff. I need the staff. It's time. Time's now. I want the staff.
I'm gonna die.
No.
Maybe not. Maybe yes.
You then see him lift up his sword and try to drive it down onto you. It kind of glances off the side of your armor, but impales your foot into the ground, and you receive 16 points of damage.
I'm dead again.
I'm dead again.
He is then going to reach down and pick up the staff off of the corpse. And then start, I got the staff. It's time's now. Good, yes. And then it is going to be Gareth's turn.
I don't even begin to know how that works. Move. Attack. Hope for the 1 in 5 chance. Nope. 22. No more inspiration because I threw it across the room.
That's it for you, Gareth?
We're going to use Action Surge. I may use this once per long rest to perform another action. 23.
Does not hit. You try. It does not succeed. It's a valiant effort, though. The man in white looks over at you and goes, I got the staff. It's time. Yes, it's time.
I'm going to kick dirt at him.
He does not like the fact that you're dirtying his suit.
Good.
Heiko, it's your turn.
Shooting. The piece, the metal timepiece, is that. How is it connected to his hand?
And upon closer inspection, you see that he's just holding it. It was a chain going to his pocket.
To his pocket, you say?
Yes.
I'm going to target his hand
Okay.
and try and shoot the timepiece from his hand.
Okay.
25.
That is a hit.
I'm just going to roll the damage for this to see if his hand comes off.
Please blow off.
Damage.
17 damage. You see your arrow enter his palm, dead center, knock the staff free from his hand, and he lets out a little gasp and says, it's not time for this. And he starts to collapse to the ground. The second, before he hits the ground, he vanishes. He is no longer there.
No!
Where's the staff?
The staff is now clinking around, laying on the floor.
We didn't get it.
We got staff!
We got the staff!
So what are you all doing right now?
Well, I'm passed out.
I'm gonna
Picking
go
up the staff.
check to see if the druid's still alive.
Guys, you're welcome.
Hey, get up. You need to make more good berries. I'm gonna burn one of my heals to get her off the ground.
So
And I'm picking up the staff.
You
are-
heal 6 hit points. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
So you have to move over across the map to where the staff was. It's over by the guardians now. It kind of, when the arrow hit it, it knocked it across the room.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so you're moving over there.
I will move over there.
As you walk over and begin to pick up the staff, you hear a little bit of a chuckle, and
Okay.
you notice the man in white back over, right where he was shot before. Everyone roll for initiative.
The nightmare continues.
12.
14.
3.
Oh. It is worth noting that when the man in white comes back, his suit is beautiful again. He is perfectly clean. He looks like nothing has happened to him.
Why am I not surprised?
So as he comes back, he goes, "Who are you? What's going on? You're not supposed to be here. Where am I?
Who are you and where are you supposed to be?
I'm me.
Who is you?
Who are you? When are you? When is this? Where am I? I'm supposed to be here."
I think it's time for you to go.
Yes, you're probably not supposed to be here. You're actually wanted in another time.
I believe you're late.
So why don't you go back 4,000 years and never come back to this time, okay?
So he then runs over to Gareth.
What?
Grapple check.
Ooh.
Does a 25 hit?
25 does hit.
Great. So he stops 5 feet away from me
Ah.
and takes 8 damage.
Takes 8 damage. Okay. So who was Heiko? You're next.
Oh boy.
You have all the
Wait.
initiatives also?
I didn't give you my initiative.
Oh, what was yours?
18.
I was going off the old one. That's why.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go off the old one. Thematically, it works. You notice now all of a sudden a big blue orb begins floating in front of the statues at the front of the altar. It then progressively widens up into a door shape.
So it's like a town portal.
I think we should grab the staff and run to the door.
Yes.
Do it. We all grab the staff and we run for the door.
Oh, so you grab the staff and you run through the door. Congratulations, you have kept half of the staff away from the man in white.
Half the staff?
Yes. So that is the conclusion of this portion.
Where's the other half of the staff?
So, the staff was a time control staff. You only had half of it, that's why it worked a little wonky when you were holding it. And you could only go forward in time. The man in white had the other half of the staff. He was a little more attuned to it, so he was able to jump around, which is why he was able to blink around the map. He was actually going in and out of slips in time. Also, had you not run through that portal, he would have disappeared again. Immediately. At the end of the round.
So we weren't going to get the other half of the staff anyway.
If you would have taken it from him? No, you were just preventing him from getting his half of the staff, his other half of the staff. Because if he did, he would have had the full lost relic of Nova Vita.
Woohoo!
But thanks to this lovely band of adventurers, you have successfully thwarted his attempts to...
Alright. Celebratory horn blow.
Look at
So with that, we thank you all for joining us. This has been another fantastic presentation of Twist Gaming. This is us going off of the front page, and we're pleased to announce Exploding Dice is going on to the front to bring us the epic conclusion of the Relics of Nova Vita. Signing off for this evening, I'm Matt, your Dungeon Master.
I'm Nicole Martana. You're welcome, guys.
I'm Anne. Tonight I played Bibiana.
I'm Aaron, your friendly fighter Gareth.
Friendly, I don't know.
And I'm Fabio, or Heiko. your what elf shooty guy.
And thanks to
You're
the
shooting
disembodied voice.
Thank you, disembodied voice.
Hi.
No, say hi, disembodied voice.
Hi, disembodied voice.
Now
There
say
you
goodbye.
And we hope to see you all again. Thank you all one more time for all of the Extra Life donations. We're really
Definitely.
pleased to be giving back to charity like that. The Nicholas Children's Hospital, we're super excited. And we hope to see you again on all of our future streams.
Absolutely.
Am I missing anything else, disembodied voice?
Follow us.
Follow us.
Follow us
Come
on
back.
Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Come chat with us in our Discord channel. We're super excited about that. The action never ends there. Our future streams coming up on Monday. We're going to have a spotlight session going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is going to be Gambler, I believe.
Ooh, from BC Games.
Twitch plays Kingdom Death Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, we've got another spotlight session
Clans of Caledonia.
Clans of Caledonia, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, our continuation of Twitch plays Descent, and then Friday, do we have another TP and Panda show?
Yes.
Maybe do.
Exciting. And we look forward to possibly having another cross-platform stream like this in the future, because this was a whole lot of fun.
Definitely. If you enjoyed us, make sure that you check out our Twitch team members, aside from just Askren, who will be up next. But I'm sure Disembodied Voice will be putting the link up for our team members.
That
we are
is the Tabletop Gaming Network.
Yes, we are doing our very best to raise awareness for the tabletop gaming community, and we are very, very humbled to be able to be a little part of International Tabletop Day. We hope that you guys all had as much fun with your tabletop day that we as we did.
And
Finally, we'd like to point out that this stream and all of this week's streams for us have been sponsored by Asmati Games, with One Deck Dungeon and their expansion, Forest of Shadows, currently live on Kickstarter, so go check it out. Am I missing anything else, folks?
no, let's go raid Exploding Dice.
Let's go say hi to
Yay!
Exploding Dice and see how this all ends.
Pandas and rack attacks, guys!
Good night,
Pandas
everyone.
and rack attacks.
Keep it classy.
Bye. Tell us somewhere else.